Yeah, just I need to know whether we are live or not. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Yeah, I hope we are live. Yeah, just check. Just let me check. Yeah, I hope we are live. So, okay, very good morning. Good morning, everyone. So, yeah, in the first class, in the first revision class, we have understood the way how the taxation paper is going to be visible. Yeah, the course content that we were supposed to study. Yes, the way we were supposed to study. So, by now, we know that the paper is divided into three sections: Section A, Section B, and Section C. When I talk about Section A, it is more or less MCQs. Cool. And that too worth 30 marks. So basically we'll be having 15 objective type paper. Yeah, then what about Section B, guys? In Section B, they'll be formulating one case scenario based on which 5 individual questions will be tested worth 2 marks each. So on and on, basically we are supposed to get like 60 marks from some easy things. But now, when I talk about Section C, which I personally feel is important, why because, like, say for example, if I'm telling about Section A, if it is correct, it is correct. That means if it is correct, you fetch complete 2 marks. But guys, if it is wrong, you lose complete 2 marks. So just based on the MCQs, we will not be able to get a super notch. But the most important concept I prefer and I personally feel is to figure out for Section 3. That is basically Section C, where we are almost knowing what are the things from where it is going to come. But when I say Section A and Section B, it's a total surprise. That means it's gonna come from any standard, right? So it may come from like any expectations of what they want. Like it could be they can test us about the property equipment, or like they can even check us about the employment, or like anything, whatever they want to say. But we know when I talk about Section C, it is sure that there will be two questions. First, over here, which worth 15 marks too, will be twisted from the computation of income, that is basically income tax calculation, and corporate taxation. So today, what my agenda for day 2's revision is to understand the computation of income tax. Okay. So we know the syllabus of tax is not so small that I can complete it within a day, as it is a revision. I want to explain you, I want to literally work on the things which, if these things are visible in your paper, that is taxation revision, and that too day 2 for our computation, you must feel, oh yeah ma'am, I am having confidence to attempt the paper the way it is going to be. Because as of now, the people who are going to give for the September, your preparation would be completed. It's just the way which we'll be having a confidence ahead. And I'll be planning to take these revision in such a figure that in case if you have not yet started your studies, maybe expecting to give paper in the December, even these will be beneficial for you. Just you can get a view of how the paper and what's the background. Like if sometimes students, it's a thing like when I want to start giving exams, or when I want to start some preparations now, I am the first one. I am the first one who do what? It's not just the course content I'll study. I'll first figure out. It's hard work. No, I feel smart work is more important. Why? We need to know what is the criteria, what are the paper going to come from, what are they going to test us. Yeah, only then. Otherwise, to ma'am, we know the book is like 1000 pages more. So just within a span of like some time, how will I remember like all this 1000 pages? So we know out of thousand pages, if we study properly, guys, we can make our own notes. I personally tell students that when we talk about taxation, do prepare a conceptual note, which I normally consider this as a book, which is just the rates, maybe the formulas, maybe something, not in the theoretical format, but in the shortcut where I can understand so well. Okay, so with that overview, we are going to start with the basic income tax computation. So for the day 2 that we are going to revise, we'll be having over here, I think if these things are visible, it will be more cool. That is income tax computation, guys. So if I'm telling you what is income tax computation, so basically it is divided into two words, income tax and computation. So we know when we are studying taxation, we are not just going to give the benefits to the government. It's not that. See, students, people feel like, oh, if I'm paying taxes, government is happy. No, it's for us, it's for our benefit also, that we are supposed to calculate the income tax. Okay, when I say normally income tax and computation, like I am a chartered accountant in India, so what we normally do is we get an acknowledgement sheet. Suppose this is an acknowledgement sheet, okay, where now only two figures will be returned, that is total income and a total tax. That is known as your income tax return. If I get that income tax return available with the total taxable income and the tax liability, okay, can I figure out, okay, out of just two figures, can I find it out, acha, what was the income of that person, from where he got money, oh, where did he utilize? No, na, it's just the total income. How will I then know the bifurcation? Then we need to study income tax computation, which is the background of understanding how will an individual compute so that he can arrive to his total income. Okay, before understanding anything, I know, is it just an individual who is going to pay tax? So we know that no, ma'am, it's not just an person, even it's a company who has to pay taxes to government. Okay, over here in the UK tax, guys, it's important, we need to keep these things into clear. We are understanding UK tax, so every denomination should be in pounds, guys. It should be in pounds, not in dollars and not in rupees. Cool. So normally when I talk, we do have a calendar year. Okay, so what is calendar year? When all we say na happy new year, that's a calendar year. That's basically from 1st Jan till 31st December. In India, we have basically Indian accounting year, which starts from, the students who are watching from India can correlate. Yeah. It starts from 1st April till 31st March. But the more emphasis now we need to give is on the UK tax year. Guys, my UK tax year starts from 6th April till 5th April. I mean 6th April, yeah. So for example, if I have earned an income on 4th April, will that be taxed in this year? No, it will be taxed in the previous year. So that will be an income which we cannot add it in the current year. So basically it will be a pre-income year. That means a previous year's income. Okay. So basically now I'll tell you, the tax years or the periods now in all the countries may be different. It's not a unified thing. Okay. So over here what I'll be getting, okay, I can figure out from this period particularly to this period, whatsoever income an individual or the company, guys, over here when I'm talking about the individual, guys, you need to understand it will be individual, BOI, like a body of individual, it could be association of person, and any of the thing, like it is a total assessee, the one who is going to pay taxes. Okay, so considered from a broader perspective view. Okay, so what are they going to do? Whatever income they have earned, they will be calculating, they will be adding for the particular period, and that much income only will be an assessable income on which an individual is supposed to pay taxes to government. So ma'am, what are the taxes? What are the various sources of income? Even that is something which we need to know. Okay, before understanding this, I'll just give you an overview of what we are going to understand in the today's session. So first of all, we are going to understand what is the meaning of basic income tax computation. Guys, when we need to go advance of the what is then the business tax taxation, for that you can check out my video which will be soon uploaded for advanced taxation, guys. Advanced income tax computation. This is for our taxation purpose. Cool. So yeah, let's figure it out. Basic income tax computation, where we'll be having the assessable income, guys, the income on which we are supposed to pay taxes. Guys, it will be the assessable income. It will be known as assessable income, means the income on which I am going to assess. Achha, this is the purpose which we are okay booking. Maybe this is an income on which I can pay taxes. So basically that is known as an assessable income. I hope you understood it. Now what's further, ma'am? Am I going to learn anything else? So okay, when I talk about reliefs, okay, reliefs. Ma'am, what are reliefs? What are reliefs? Sometimes government understands, okay, you are see, students, I'll not be criticizing about the middle class and the upper class people, but actually this is a very good formula that the government has given. Why? If the middle class person is earning something and the higher class person, that is higher upper level class person, is earning something, don't you think the middle class person will have so much of difficulties to fulfill his living life? Yeah, the livelihood. And any which ways that guy is earning something, he's anyways, like, with short of his hands he is actually serving his family, and beyond that the government is charging tax. So for the betterment of the country, government has given some reliefs also. Some reliefs means some relaxation, where we can understand, okay, if we are getting some reliefs, that means from your income that much portion will be exempt or you may be relieved. So then you need not pay taxes on that amount. Okay. Then to every individual, ma'am, to every individual or to some individual, based on the income that they have earned, they'll be getting some allowances. Over here we'll be knowing personal allowances. So what is PA? To whom is PA applicable? So everything we are going to learn over here. Yeah, students, this is not the complete see, what am I telling you over here? This lecture will not form a complete taxation, because the complete taxation is wide. But I am going to give you the best way. How are we going to compute the income tax computation? Okay, the rates, the standard for each thing, okay, the relevant things will be different, but this is what you will get the base idea, and then you again once turn on the papers, you will feel the best. Okay, need not worry, we are going to go at a smaller pace. After understanding all these, guys, I get one income which is known as taxable income. Okay, and after getting the taxable income, I am supposed to calculate, okay, on that taxable income, what will be my percentage that I am supposed to pay taxes to government, and I'll get my income tax liability. Then I need to pay some taxes, and then if I want, and if I'm having a child, and I'm getting any benefits, so that is to be calculated. Guys, it's gonna go very well. Need not worry. Okay, now before going into some other PPT, I would like to explain you some concepts. Just give me a minute, you can check out. Yeah, we know na, as of the day, that over here we are not just allowed to do what in the question paper. It's not just the word, but there are many questions which we are supposed to do in the spreadsheets. So yeah, there will be calculations also. So we are just, I'm showing you the pro forma and everything. I think this is visible. Maybe let's see if you can check out the Excel. Yeah, just give me a minute. I think it is visible. Yeah, cool, it's visible. Chalo. So basically the first and the foremost thing that we learned is what? The accounting year, the UK accounting year. Guys, it's the UK's accounting year. So basically the UK accounting year starts on which date? On 1st April? No ma'am. On 1st Jan? No ma'am. It's gonna be 6th of April till 5th April the next year. Guys, if this is the scenario, you need to learn this, you need to understand this. It's gonna be 6th to 5th, guys. It's gonna be 6th to 5th. Whatsoever if I've earned before will be taxed in that relevant year. Whatsoever income I'm gonna earn after 6th till 5th will be in the current period. Okay, so this is the first thing that we learned. Now when I go ahead to the income tax applicability, to whom is income tax applicable? Is it only to the individual? Like, is it only to the husband, wife, or somebody else? So, need not worry. I am writing it over here. The income tax applicability. Okay. Okay, just give me a minute. The applicability of income tax is there on whom? It's not just the individual. It's like, if you can see, this is a husband. Okay, this is a husband. So I can write a husband plus wife plus kids. Guys, what's that? It's basically, it's not just applicable to a husband. If the husband is earning, his income is taxed individually. If he's having a wife, so yeah, again, the wife is also earning, so her income tax is also calculated individually. If the kids are also there and if they are also having any income, they should be taxed. So it never means that if I'm having a children which is under 18, so they need not be taxed. It's not that. It's not that for UK, so it's not that. If they are also earning, guys, they are supposed to pay taxes. I'll just give you an example. If what I thought, if I and my husband, yeah, I am married, so basically I and my husband, we both are working together. We have credited, like we guys, I credited my salary, like I'm getting my salary being credited in one account. He is getting his salary credited in another account. So what will think? Acha, you are earning your salary, you pay your taxes. I am earning my salary, I'll pay my taxes. But students, what will happen if his bank account and my bank account we have jointly clubbed in? So that means his salary and my salary, we guys are getting credited in a single account. Does that mean if I'm having a joint account, are we going to show just one balance sheet or just one income tax? Think and say. Obviously no. It is never mattered. It is never mattered where are you going to get the salary credited, or maybe you are going to get your income credited. More or less, it's important to know whosoever is actually earning is supposed to pay the taxes. Whosoever is earning is supposed to pay the taxes. Cool. I hope you guys understood that too. Yeah. So basically, na, it's not just an individual. Okay, it's not just a husband and wife over here. In UK, like in India, so we call it as a living relationship, guys. So in UK, if there are basically some civil couples means basically like they have not yet entered into like the marriage. They have not yet entered into the marriage, but basically there is a contract. So they are known as civil partners. Even they are considered as a married couple. So even if there is a situation like the civil partner, like one and another, if both of them are earning, both of them are separately to be charged. Okay, if I go ahead with this husband and wife, guys, what happened over here? If like we both had a property, we both have purchased a property. Okay, we both have purchased a house property. Okay, so what happened? Even I was having a good salary, even my husband was having a good salary. Yeah. If I was having a good salary, my husband was also having a good salary. Then we have purchased a house property, and it's not just that he has contributed, even I contributed. And we made a condition that it is basically a 50-50 ratio, guys. It's basically a 50-50 ratio. That means, oh yeah, 50:50 ratio, guys. If guys, you are understanding na, 50-50% in short. Okay, 50-50 percentage is both the rights we are having, a husband and wife. Cool. Acha. Over here, if it is 50-50 percentage, then can it happen? Like if I was having so much of money, I have invested in the property. I have purchased, like we both have purchased the property. And from property, can we get any income? Yeah. Think. Obviously, ma'am, if you have purchased the property, sure you will be getting some rentals on that. Yes. Say for example, I am getting a rentals. Okay, I am getting, like we both guys are getting a rentals per month. Let's say, guys, I'm not writing again and again euro, but then sorry, pounds I'm not writing again and again, so it's just P, or I don't have that symbol, guys, right now to be written in my notes. But then just imagine, okay, suppose it is 5,000 per month. 5,000 per month, guys. If it is 5,000 per month, can you just think and tell me in whose balance sheet or whose income statement should I include this 5,000 as a rental income? So what we thought, I did very smart work. See, my husband was having, like, say for example, an income of like per year, it's like 1,25,000. Yeah, cool. me, I was a wife and like just used to work on Saturdays, like the day, like the whole day, or like for the whole weekend. I was taking care of my kid, and only on Saturdays I used to work. Okay, so wife was having an income worth only like maybe 25,000. Cool. So what we thought initially, say if I give this whole rentals to my husband, definitely his income is gonna go high. If his income exceeds, definitely he'll be at a higher taxable rate. Now what is taxable rates now? Need not worry, we are going to go ahead. Okay. But then what happens? I understood, oh, I am not earning so much. So I told my husband, can we do this? Can we do this? You please give all the rentals to me so that we can save our tax slabs. Okay. So what happened? Like 5,000 into like 12 months, I only booked my income and I showed my income at 85, and he was relieved to show any income based on the house property. So guys, that is not allowed in case if you have jointly owned the property. If you have jointly owned the property, then per month 5,000 is to be divided in both the ways. So the husband and the wife both should income in their financials, or I can say in their taxables, they have to write 2,500 per month as the receivable, and they are receiving basically what? The house property. Guys, this is where we need to take care of. So it's not something like whatever I want to show I can show. Yeah, in case if I want to like maybe change my ratio, I would have said no, I have just contributed like 10% guys. I didn't have so much of money. So it's not like 50-50 ratio. So we'll tell Nana it's 90-10 ratio. Then guys, we can talk to the HMRC, that is the HM Revenue and Customs Department. Then please can you change us? So yeah, can you change that ratio? Then yeah, it's allowed. That means now the husband is going to show this multiplied by 90%. So this will be his income, and wife's income will be just restricted to 10%, which she is supposed to show as an income that she has earned. Okay, and based on tax she is going to pay taxes. Okay, so when you are saying that if I'm earning even a single rupee, I have to pay tax, or a single pound, I have to pay tax. If I'm achieving or else if I'm earning, ma'am, 1 lakh pounds, even if I have to pay the same tax. So basically na, we need to understand that there are slabs. There are slabs on which we are supposed to pay taxes. Guys, if I tell you a good news, these slabs and all you are not going to remember, right? Because it is gonna obviously come in your papers. So these are some situations where you're not supposed to learn things. Okay, if you are not supposed to learn things, you just imagine how easy your situation would be, right? If you don't learn things, how easily you can recognize the things. So it's just that you have to just check on, you have to figure out the papers, and then yeah, it will be again simple. Check out and then apply the rates. Guys, if I'm telling you that okay, you need not see the things, but then at least once though we need to know, isn't it? And I told you, if I'm doing practice on and on and on, guys, I am pretty sure that you guys wanna remember the things. And yes, some of the basic rates are as such that obviously you guys are gonna remember. Okay, if you want to see what are the things which will be shown in your paper, I would like to make a view for that. Okay, I like to just show you what are the things which is obviously like there in the paper, which you can find it out. Give me a minute. Yeah. If you can check on this, these are basically the rates and allowances, guys. This income tax rates, this personal allowances, this residential status, this income tax benefits and all will be there in the paper. Now if I want to check, acha ma'am, where will I get this? Where will I get this? For that, guys, you are going to get this in the ACCA portal, where I'll show you. Basically, you know na, my ACCA. Yesterday only we logged in and we understood like there are many other things which we can learn it from my ACCA portal. So I'll just show you my portal. Yeah, just let me capture the things. Yeah, I think you can just see my login. So yeah, I'll just put my login ID and password. Yeah, it's like my students are, so again and again I have to just check on the password, maybe if it is misstated, then the things will be again the problem. Yeah, it's 3. Yeah, it's correct. Okay. Okay, students. Okay, I'll just shown it off. Okay, if you can check out this over here, over here. When I told you that this is a menu which I have to understand, maybe if I make it short. Over here, when you check out my qualifications, and based on that, if we understand my ACCA study hub, okay, if I can check out my ACCA study hub, okay, in that students you get some guidelines, okay, yeah, where you can check out which are these many rates and everything. So whenever this is attempted and this is given to you all in the paper, need not memorize. Okay, so where are the rates? Okay, let it get loaded. Let it get loaded. Okay, let the things get loaded and then only I can figure it out to you all. Yeah, once it's there, yeah, I'll show you. Okay, so students, as I know that we are going to give UK tax, if I go to the examination for sure first, then we can understand some papers which I will show you. I know these things you would have also seen. Yeah, you would have also pre-seen. Acha, these are the things which are obviously got to be there before you write the paper. So that over here becomes the content and the tax rate. Guys, if I tick on this tax rates, all these tax which are there, students, if you can check out over here, if I'll just download it, if I just download it, I can show you off. And we'll paste it in the desktop maybe for you all. Okay, so that things becomes easy. Day 2. Oh yeah, it's already downloaded. Yeah, so okay, so all these things will be pre-seen. Okay, if I just make it more bigger, I think it's visible or not, I don't know. Yeah, okay, now let me show you. The tax rates. I think that is open. Yeah, it's just for a reference only I'm showing you, huh? So that you can easily see, okay, these are the things which are coming. Okay, I'm just making it more bigger. Yeah, guys, if you can check out, the tax rate and the allowances, if any of the person is going to get this much income, that means if any of the person is going to earn this much income, that is basically from the pound, which ranges from £1 to 37,700, that the normal income tax rates are for 20, 40 and 45. So what it is, okay, so what have they given us? Need not worry, just show you. Okay, so I'll just write down the things. I'll write down the things for us. See, when an individual has earned everything in the pound, huh? Your earnings are in the pound. Okay, if I have earned like from £1 till 37,700 pound, individual is gonna pay tax of 20%. Okay, if I have earned like something more than 37700, that means 3701 till 1,50,000 pounds, basically over here, then you are supposed to pay a tax rate of 40%. Yeah, 40%. Cool. If it is goes beyond 1,50,000, that is, it could be like 1,50,000 and 1. Okay. 2, anything more, you are supposed to pay like 45%. Guys, what does that mean? This is an income and this is the percentage of the rates that you are going to pay taxes. Ma'am, does it mean so? For example, if I am having an income in the current year, I have earned something like from salary. Okay, I was doing a job somewhere. And for the job, I got like every month I got like 28,000 pounds. So basically, what will be my taxable income? It is 28,000. Yeah. So seriously, it's 20,000. Okay, I'll just make everything bold so I think it is visible easily for you all. Need not stress your mind. Okay, if it is 28,000 per month, what am I supposed to get for the whole year? Ma'am, multiplied by 12. Yeah, multiplied by 12. So I'll be expecting a salary of 3,36,000 pounds. Oh my god, ma'am, it's superb. It's very high. It's more than 150. Ma'am, now you are going to be in this slab. So let us pay taxes on this. Is it seriously so, guys? Is it seriously so? Just imagine and tell me. Just imagine and tell me. Yeah. If I'll go further, I'll not show you the bifurcation. I hope you guys would have understood what am I actually asking you all. Okay. If I'm not showing this, let me just check another thing. For example, if I was having one like maybe one of my friend, and he was actually getting a salary like for the whole year, he got 32,500 as a whole year pounds. Okay. So ma'am, your friend is going to get, ma'am, in this slab. Yeah. Superb. So yeah, ma'am, he is falling in between. So he have to pay 20% tax. Yeah, ma'am. So what we can do is, this becomes his taxable income. On the taxable income, then we apply the slab rates. We have to, oh yeah, ma'am, spelling mistakes will be there. Slab rates. So sure, he has to pay the taxes. So ma'am, over here it is 20%. That means my friend needs to pay a tax of what amount? Okay, my friend needs to pay a tax of 6,500. Yeah, so this is a tax liability. So ma'am, accordingly, so ma'am, you are falling in this slab. So then ma'am, your liability will be multiplied by 45%. So ma'am, for you this will be the tax which you're supposed to pay. So now I am going to tell students make mistake multiplying the amounts, multiplying directly. This is not a discrete slab. Means it's not that if you are falling here, so you have to pay this much. No, students, we need to take care of this very well, and it is the first thing which we need to learn. Yes, we cannot multiply that much percentage directly, because out of that 3,36,000, basically you have to bifurcate, give individual amounts and individual profits to the slabs. Now what are you telling? We are not getting it. No worries, need not worry. If I'm just copying it and pasting it over here, cool, and I'm showing you our earnings are 336 basically, and I'm just pasting it over here. It's 336. Okay, 3,36,000. Students, if I bifurcate 3,36,000, so basically I'm having a total income of 336. Don't you think in from 3,36,000, first tax you are supposed to pay for 20%? That means, ma'am, out of 336, first, over here I can make like that also, guys, cut it and I'll just paste it over here. Out of this, over here I have to go in 3 slabs, guys. I have to go in 3 slabs. There is slab 1, copy, slab 2, yeah, and over here slab 2. So what's that? What are you talking like that? Okay, if my salary is between, over here I can show 1 to 337, that is basically from 1 to 337 I am supposed to pay a tax of 20%. So ma'am, it's more than that, but I have to reduce. That is, out of 336,000, I have to first bifurcate my 37,700. I have to give there. So ma'am, what will I be left with? My income. Okay, now this much tax is yet pending on the income. So first 37,200. Okay. I think you're understanding. 37700 will be first taxed at the rate of 20%. So now I am supposed to pay this much tax for this amount. Okay, ma'am. I hope you understood it. Yeah? Well? Okay. Now similarly it goes over here also, ma'am. That means, now what is my leftover? What is my leftover? Salary over here. My income is, which is left over to be taxed, is 298,300. Out of that, students, if my salary or my earnings ranges from this to this, I have to pay 40%. But ma'am, what ma'am your earnings are, it's more than 150 also. So please restrict your amount till here. That means when I just multiply the things, or divide, ma'am, 1,50,000 minus 37700. So ma'am, extra amount of 112,300 you are supposed to tax for 40%. Yes. So over here, when I'm earning something more, so I'm going to suppose to tax myself at the rate of 40%. So out of these, I can minus like one flick, basically till 150 line, I can cancel it. So over here, I can minus 150, minus 1,50,000. So leftover amount is this, guys. It's 1,86,000. So my excess amount is 1,60,000. Okay. And out of 150, I have already taxed for 37,700. So whatever is my excess over here amount, I have to tax for that. So let's figure it out. From like 377,000 pound to 150. So I can do 1,50,000 minus 377,000. So over here for this amount, I am going to suppose tax it for like 40%. So now this becomes my second tax on which I have to pay. Okay, guys. And for the remaining, which is beyond 150, beyond 150, hey, what is the value, guys? My total salary was this. I already taxed for 1,50,000. Yeah. And how am I getting 1,50,000? If you cross verify, guys, you can take this plus. Are you getting 150 on which you have paid tax 377 and this? So ma'am, by today now we have already paid a tax on 1,50,000. Out of this 150 is already taxed. Now ma'am, whatever income you're having beyond 150 is to be taxed at the rate of 45. So on these, guys, we are supposed to pay a tax rate of 45%. Over here it was 40%. I hope now you are understanding what I mean to say. So that means if I pay taxes over here at the rate of 45%, I'll be end up paying a tax of 83,700. That means guys, today I have to pay a total tax of this plus this ma'am, which comes to 136,160, and which is not this which I calculated 151,200. So it's not directly multiplied by 45%. No, it is to be bifurcated into all the three slots. Basically normal, that is 1 to 37,700, then beyond 37,701 till 150, then it's 150 and more than that, guys. So this is how we are going to cut short in the different slabs. I hope you guys are understanding this too. Okay, so if you get this, we have over here achieved one more good concepts, that is basically showing it in the different slab rates. Okay, now going ahead to this, I want to also show you guys one more thing, that is basically what all consist of incomes. So what are the total things which I am going to consist of income? So ma'am, when we are talking about income, ma'am, my income is consisted of like whatever am I earning. It could be like if I'm doing some job, so I'll be getting a salary. So yeah ma'am, that will be salary. Okay ma'am, I was having some extra money, so what I did, ma'am, so we ended up investing somewhere. Yeah, for example ma'am, I was very rich, so I invested somewhere in the property, so I got the property income. Maybe like I got house rentals. Maybe ma'am, I was very rich now, so what I did, ma'am, I invested, or maybe I have bought some shares like from before, and if I want to sell it today, ma'am, I'll be getting some gains also. So guys, on what basis can I bifurcate my income? So that is again a big thing, like I have to like book my income. So what are the basic criterias and what are the basic norms that I have to understand while booking an income? So if I talk to you about the income and the classification of income, guys, my income is classified basically into 5 parts. And 5 parts, yeah, like basically there are many sources on which I need to choose. For example, just imagine now, if you are doing your own business, maybe I am good with my business, like I want to import export, or maybe I want to sell purchase, maybe I am into trading business. Yeah, so I purchase something, I sell something, I get my profits. So that is my business income. Okay, for example, if I am not into business, let's say for example I am a chartered accountant, so what I'll be doing, I am a tutor, I am getting my professional fees. So that is bifurcated into first category, that is income earned from employment and self-employment. What is that, students? That is income earned from employment and self-employment, guys. Self-employment. Yeah. So I hope you guys all must be knowing that employment means over here, maybe I was doing some job, maybe. Yeah. Maybe I was doing, like I was working somewhere, I'm getting some salary. Yeah. So I'm doing some job, I'm getting some salary, I'm working for somebody else. That is an employment. But for example, if I'm telling I am owning my own business. I am owning my own profession. That is known as self-employment. So if I am income, like if I'm getting any income from this thing, that is my income. Students, if you're getting this income, tell me now, have you did any hard work for achieving this? Yeah, ma'am, I have worked for the whole day. It is not like just something I got soon. Yeah. So this hard work is known as what, guys? This hard work is known as a non-saving income. Okay, ma'am. So over here, ma'am, what is non-saving income? When you get some earnings, not because of your savings, but because of your hard work. Okay, ma'am. So you mean to say over here, to earn this, we have like did a lot of work. Yeah. So that will be known as basically a non-saving income. When I talk about non-saving income, that means I would have did a business, I would have done a job, maybe I would have practiced my own profession. Yeah. Along with that, guys, if I would have earned a lot, means I would have worked a lot and I would have earned, and based on that I have purchased what? Students, I have purchased a property and I am getting a rentals on that. Getting a rentals. Yeah. So what is this known as? Basically we understand it as an income arising, guys, income arising from house property. When I'm talking about income arising from house property, means I was owning something and I have given it on rent, expecting a rentals. Yeah, expecting a rentals, even that is my income. If I am getting a rentals, which is an income, that is also known as a non-saving incomes. So on that too, I am going to pay the taxes to the government. So I hope you got the understandings very well. Okay. Now for example, like this could be a situation elsewhere, like when I am like having some property, like way back, guys, I'm having a property way back. What I did, I would have purchased that. Today I want to sell. Today I want to sell it. So obviously the day when I would have purchased, the prices would have been lower compared to the today's prices, and due to which there could be a difference. If there is a difference between that, it is known as a capital gains. Even that is to be included, like yeah, Baba, there is an income. But then over here, right now, we are going to understand about in employment, self-employment properties, like I'm getting what income I'm getting from, I can write like this, arising from ownership of the property, guys. Beyond that, what I can tell you is, students, you have worked, like okay, if I was working in an employment at the job and I have worked till my retirement, like I was totally a very like a good employee who worked till the end, and if I'm getting something which is known as pension after retirement, or I can say basically after post employment, guys, is that my income? Yeah, when that is your income, so on that too you are supposed to pay taxes. So when it is pension after retirement, is it your non-saving income? Yeah, ma'am, we have worked. You'll say, we have already worked a lot, and that is not because like my grandfather and father has given me so much of the amount and I'm just getting. No. It is known as my non-saving income. Okay. Guys, if I ask you a very lame question, you need to tell me, can I have all this income? Yeah, why not? Like, it could be somewhere, like it could be any permutation and combinations, like okay, if I'm having a job, like okay, if I'm doing a job, can I not have like the property where I can get the rentals? Yeah, ma'am, you can have. Suppose if I'm doing my business, will I not be getting the house property or something like that? So yeah, we can have. So anything can be. It's not just that the one who is only having an salary from employment, or the employment, if he's getting any benefits, perquisites, bonuses, he cannot have any other income. No, it's not that. So basically any permutation combination is valid for non-saving incomes also. Guys, then we have some saving incomes. So when I talk to you about investment income or saving income, means you have earned, maybe you have worked, and then you are going to save something. Okay, so now let us understand what is saving income. Okay, saving income over here means you have earned something and now you have saved somewhere. Ma'am, that means what are you telling? Like guys, we know what I do is I have I have money. So what I do, I go to bank and I deposit there. Yeah, I go to bank and I deposit there. Guys, I'll give you a short hint right now. If I deposit into normal savings, it is exempt. So for that we'll not take tax. But I know you must all be knowing FDs. So what is FDs? Basically the fixed deposit, like you are having some savings, and you are going to invest somewhere for a longer period, which then you'll be getting an interest on that. So that interest on the fixed bank deposit is also known as a saving income. So even that is an income on which the taxes are to be paid. Okay. See, I am not going into the details about for y'all that okay, if it is a saving income, what will be the taxes? If it is a dividend income, what will be the taxes? Like saving incomes for a person which is under the basic rate, it's exempt, or maybe they have to pay like up till £1,000, and some will be exempt, and the dividend rate will be exempt, and the savings starting from 0% will also be exempt, and everything. I'm not going into the details, because for that we do have individual standards, individual chapters, which they'll be explaining you. I'm just giving you an overview, guys. I'm just giving you an overview because after completing this class of us, we are going to solve the papers where like whenever there is any concept which is gonna hit, I'm gonna explain, so you need not worry. Okay. So ma'am, is it only the fixed deposit or the bank deposit you're talking about? No, there is one more thing, which normally people tell is it's a business, it's a building that's known as a building society. Well, what is this business society interest? See, it is something like not like a bank. It's not like a bank, but it's some financial institutions where what happened, just for the welfare of the society, people, if I'm having suppose 1 CR today extra money, and I want to invest somewhere, not in the FDs, maybe in the building security thing. So what I can do is I can invest there. Obviously, I'll be getting some interest. But students, that interest will be something lesser than the FD. But any which ways, if I was having some extra money and if I invested, that interest what am I getting is also known as a saving income. So when am I checking out this is my saving income. So up till unless what have we learned over here is two types of income. That is non-saving income, for which you have did a hard work, and saving income, which you are having some savings, based on that you have invested somewhere and got the income. Guys, the third part, and the third, like over here the bifurcation comes is dividend. Yeah, I don't think out of us nobody would have heard dividend. So what is dividend? It is that part of the profit which the company gets, the company earns, and they would want to share it to their shareholders, isn't it? The percentage of dividend, which is something like the company is earning some profit, the profit of the company, and that they are interested to share it to their shareholders. So that is nothing other than the dividend income. I would like to ask you whether if I am the equity shareholder, I have invested, is it sure shot that I am always going to get dividend? Students, it's no, right? We know that. It is upon the company's choice whether they want to give dividend. Maybe if they don't want to, then they'll not give. So it is totally upon the decision of the company's choice whether they want to give or maybe they don't want to give. So yeah, that is something which we already know. So these are basically three types of an income. There could be like it's just like I'm posting over here some small thing, that there could be again one more type of an income which could be known as an exempt income. So what is exempt income then, ma'am? What is exempt income? Like if they think that this is an income which needs not being taxed in the hands of the taxable person, they can bifurcate it. Okay, Baba, it is a exempt income. Students, I would like to be very precise that guys, when we are understanding the computation of income tax, this is the hierarchy. This is the hierarchy. What is the hierarchy, ma'am? What are you telling? This is the hierarchy, or I can say this is the order which should not be misleaded. For example, ma'am, what are you telling? We're not understanding things. The first foremost income that you are supposed to book is a non-saving income, or else I can say NSI, non-saving, that is NS, non-saving Second will always be about the saving income, and third will always be about the dividend income, which I term it as NSD. NSD. Non-saving income, saving income, and dividend income. So this order now should not be misleaded, okay? And all these things are on and on different. That means if I'm talking about profit or the trading, so trading profit comes in non-saving because we have hard work there. The business income, the trading income, the salary income, everything comes in the NS. That is employment income, benefits, bonus, etc. Pension funds and all comes in non-savings. Property, rent, like whatever am I earning, like maybe something, it comes in non-saving. But when I go to savings, what is the income which comes into savings, guys? If I just check out like maybe sources, like I have kept somewhere like the investments, yeah, saving bank, or maybe like FD, and somewhere like I told you now, the most important thing like the business society interest, somewhere they like put it. So that is known as an investment income, okay? That is known as an investment income, which we considered it as a saving income. Along with that, guys, dividend income should also be shown separately. When I talk about, guys, exempt income, do you think exempt income will be taxed? Ma'am, the word exempt means it is not taxable. If I give you the example, students, you will be astonished. I hope you guys must be knowing what are the exempt income, but I just want to say, maybe those who are watching from India, and again, if I tell you guys, if you are a chartered accountant and you would have watched this, or you have any knowledge, you will literally be astonished to know that interest from NSI, that is National Savings Investments, is exempt. Ma'am, that is understood, okay. But guys, if you are getting any gains, any profits from betting, lottery, oh my god, betting, lottery, and any winnings, yeah, any betting, lottery, and any premium bond winnings, guys, that is exempt. Seriously, that is exempt. Means betting is allowed, yeah, lottery is allowed, winning is allowed. Oh my god, in India, that is the same income, which is highly taxed. Guys, this is highly taxed. For example, in India, we have KBC. Oh my god, if they are earning anything, super taxed, guys. It's super highly taxed. So guys, even that is to be taken care of. So being like betting, lottery, and premium bonding, guys, it's highly taxed in India. But then it's a good news that it's an exempt in UK. That's cool. Again, if I'm having any if I am getting any interest on my saving accounts, as I told you in the bank, if I am having any saving account, okay, need not pay tax. So this is what is my understandings of my income. Students, before I go ahead, I would just like to tell you, now as of now we have understood the background of what is the income, what is everything. Now I would like to show you maybe a PPT with then it works. It is not going to work, maybe, yeah. Okay, I thought why. I think now it's gonna work. Yeah, chalo. So if it is visible, yeah, let's move ahead. That is what we have already learned about the income tax computation. Now going ahead, we'll just have a revision, quick revision of what is income tax levied on. So yeah, we know in UK my tax year is from 6th April till 5th of April, right? And every taxable income, that is the person who earns income is known as a taxable person, and the one who earns income on that income is known as taxable income. And whatsoever is my taxable income, adding every income, then we get taxable income. Based on that, applying the slab rates, we are supposed to pay the taxes. Over here, when it is UK residents paid income tax on UK and overseas. Non-UK residents pays UK income only. And ma'am, what is all this? We don't understand. Guys, need not worry. We have a wholesome concept of residential status. That time I'll explain you. Maybe just now I can brief you out. For example, you are a resident in UK. You are again a proper resident. So like from the base you are staying in UK only. And if you go somewhere out, like maybe if you come to India, yeah, if there is a UK resident who comes to India and plays IPL here, and he earns income, do you think in UK the government will say, oh no papa, you earn there, you pay tax there only? No, we don't want to pay tax. Or else that IPL, if the taxes are not collected in India, then what do you think? Whether the UK government will leave without taking the taxes on that? So when I am a resident, for example, if I'm into India, if I stay in India, if I am a resident in India, like my everything, my born, brought up, my residential status, everything is into India. That is from my heart. If I am an Indian, that means whatever income I earn, no matter where, no matter in Australia, no matter in UK, no matter in London, no matter in Canada, wherever, I have to pay taxes in India. I have to pay taxes in India on all the income. But for example, if now I am not staying in India, I am not the resident in India, then why will I pay to Indian governments? Why will I pay to UK governments if I am not a resident in UK? So similarly, then it's like I just spoke it once. You would have felt easy to hear what's that, and it's easy. But then the residential status to determine is important. And again, there is something which you are going to learn. No matter, it will be easy. Okay, now the most important pro forma comes here. Pro forma of income tax. Guys, I told you, isn't it? Okay. When I book like the income tax over here, and this is an acknowledgement, which we in India term it as an acknowledgement, but in foreign it is known as IT return. Okay, the copy of IT return. Okay, the copy of IT return. What they have written over here is total income. I will write, yeah, X amount. Over here, what is the tax liability? I'll write that much only. I'll understand that much. If you can see, I am going to write only this much. Okay, what is my total taxable, total income, and what is the tax paid on that? I will only mention this. But students, if I want to know all these things, from where did you earn, what are the benefits that you got, guys, what have the situation been all around, then who is going to explain me that? So that is something which we are going to learn in the pro forma for computation of income tax. Okay, I told you we are going to divide the incomes into three parts. That is, my classification of income could be where? Students, my classification of income is income earned from employment. Yeah, if I'm doing any jobs. Yeah, if I'm doing any jobs, or if I'm a self-employed, that means if I'm having a business or trading. Yeah, if I'm having any income from ownership of property, means I'm the owner of the property, I'm getting an house property, guys, I'm getting a rentals, maybe that. If I have made any investment income, oh ma'am, that is saving income and dividend and all, getting any pension, getting any exempt from income tax. So now, students, everything is to be divided. Basically, if I told you, it's to divide it into three parts. That is non-saving income, yeah, saving income, and dividend income. So what is the non-saving income? That means you have hardened the work. That means if I have earned an income from the trading, yeah, from the profit of trade, vocation, everything, that is something which we need to learn in later chapters. Then employment income, that is if I would have done any jobs, I would have earned a salary, bonuses, everything else. Or if I would have earned a pension, like I worked a lot till my retirement, and if I'm getting anything, so that is known as pension. Over here, this becomes my non-saving, because guys, over here I have worked a lot. Plus, if I am having a property with which I am getting a rentals, so guys, that becomes my non-saving income. So when I make a pro forma, of income tax, that means I make a computation. First and the foremost thing is to add all the income in this hierarchy, which shows my non-saving income. Okay. After showing my non-saving income, please show your saving income. Okay. So now I am going to show my saving income. My saving income is from, if I am showing some banks and building society interest, if I am getting any dividend. So that is my saving income. Then dividend income I showed. Now there is some my exempt income which I need not pay any taxes. I told you NSIs, maybe battery or betting, lottery, everything I am not going to pay. So now this becomes my total income. So students, when I want to show the pro forma, if you can check out, this is my income tax computation for the current year. It could be 22, 23, 24, 25. It could be like everything. The format is not going to change. Students, first of all, trading income. Okay, business income I have to add. If I'm having any business income, add. Please, if I'm having any salary, guys, please add it. If I'm having any property income, guys, we need to add it. If I'm having any pension income, add it. After adding the students, we get a non-saving income. That is this. After getting a non-saving income, we are supposed to add the savings income. Means if I have invested in the society, please add that. If I'm having any bank interest, but that too compulsory FD, not my savings, please add it. Guys, if I am having any dividend, supposed to add it, and we get the total income over here, the total income. After getting the total income, I need to see whether on this total income, am I going to pay taxes? Yeah, is this my taxable income? So then now government sees my face. Government says, "Acha Baba, no, like government will tell me, Acha, government knows that how well you are earning, and yeah, it's very difficult for you to like cope up with your expenditure on a daily basis. So they have given me certain relaxations, certain reliefs. Then we check out some reliefs. If I got some relief, please reduce that from my income, and I'll get some net income. After getting that income, now they'll tell, Acha, give me the tax. So they'll tell, no, students, your income is literally less, huh? That they means they'll see my face. Your income is less, yeah. See, take this allowance also. That is known as personal allowances. Personal allowances. After getting personal allowances, now I'll be getting a taxable income, which comes under 3 slabs. Yeah, we are well aware of the 3 slabs. I'm not going into the details of 20%, 40% and 45%. If my income exceeds whatever, based on that, I am going to book my income on. I'm going to pay the taxes on. I hope this background, is it clear? Can we go ahead? Yeah? Okay, before going ahead, I will just like to show you. Yeah, this is something which they are going to give you in the papers. Need not worry. Okay, where are you going to get the non-saving incomes? Whether like 20, 40, 45%, what is being deducted in the saving income? Is it 20, 40, 45? Is it dividend income? What is the tax rate and the tax liability? That is something which we need to learn based on the case-to-case scenario. Students, this is my normal level of saving income. First 37,700, guys, it's gonna be 20%. Yeah, we know that, guys, we know that. That is the first question we did, right? Over here, if it is more than 37,700 till 150, pay 40% tax, and if it is beyond 150, pay 45%. If my salary is 160, guys, if my income is 160, it's not like directly 45% tax pay. No, ma'am. Out of this first 37,700 pay here, again this much pay here, and exceeding 150 means 10,000 is extra. Only on 10,000 we pay 45%. I hope you guys understood that too. Yeah? Yes. Yeah, so hope it's clear. Further, so what will I do, guys? What is this? What is my approach? Ma'am, I don't understand all these things. Ma'am, what is ANI? Ma'am, what is PA? What is everything? Need not worry, I'll explain you everything in detail. So, yeah, I'm telling you now, even if this like the first time if a student sees, like the one who is going to plan, or maybe if the one who has already studied it and wants to get a proper review, like okay, which is my format, like what am I going to do, even that is beneficial for them. Yeah, do tell me how did you got this the chapter. Okay, please do give me in the notes maybe. Okay, now the important concepts we can come over here is personal allowances. Let me write here. My important concepts comes is personal allowances. Hey, ma'am, what is personal allowances? Does anybody, like, do everyone gets the personal allowances, or is it something a criteria? So normally in my Finance Act over here, which we are going to study for like 2022, for us, every individual on a broader perspective is going to get a personal allowances of pound 12570. Guys, this is something which you are gonna see in the paper. They are going to give. It is very common, so then you guys can remember. It's 12,570. It's 12,570. So this is the 12,570 which you are going to get. So ma'am, what is this? So this is something like that. See, the government sees my face. The government says, "Acha, this is an income or the allowances which you are going to get." Okay. So if this is my allowances, what am I going to bifurcate? What am I going to cut short? So before going into that personal allowances, I'll show you the pro forma. What was the pro forma that we normally did it, isn't it? Right now I did not. Pro forma of my computation of tax. So pro forma of computation of income tax COI is, first of all, what we were doing it, ma'am, non-saving income. Yeah, in non-saving income, what were the things which we were having, guys? Yeah, ma'am, we were having like the trading income. Yeah, then we were having maybe some employment income. Yeah, right. Then we were having some property income. Yeah, that rent one income. Yeah, then ma'am, we were having some pension income. Okay, if I'm making a total, I am getting this XXX amount. Yeah. Okay, cool. Out of NSI, then I was having a saving income. That is a saving interest. Okay. So guys, when I was having a savings over here, NSI will not, right? It is non-saving income, a saving income. So in saving income, what are the things? Yeah, bank interest I was getting, that is FD's interest. Yeah, no matter it was some building interest, yeah, building interest, securities and savings. So yeah, I was getting that interest. Then students, if you remember, I was having D also. So what was D? Basically, if I am having any dividend income, so we used to take this total. If I add on all these things, I was getting a total that is known as a total income. Yeah, I'm having a total income. Yeah, okay. So that is nothing other than my total income. So this is my bifurcation of the income. I just make it short. Yeah. So this is my pro forma of income. Okay. And this is my total bifurcation of income. Now, students, suppose I got some income. Now tell me now. Let's say I'm just mentioning it on my on my random basis. So need not take tension. It's just my assumptions. Okay. It's just my assumption what I have taken. Let's say my total non-saving income turns around to be 5,000. Okay. My FD's income or my saving income turns around to be 3,000. Over here, my dividend income stood at 10,000. Let's see. Students, it's just a random rates I'm taking. Suppose the rate on which you are going to pay taxes is different. On non-saving income, we know the rates can be different. Over here we saw non-saving, it could be 20, 40, 45, like it could be for savings it could be 10, 20, 30, 30, 40. I don't know. It's just a random thing I'm saying. Random. If it is 20% over here, just a random, guys. Savings if it is 10%, dividend if it is 30%. So over here, if I take the total, what is my total income? If I take my total income is 10,000, 3,000 and 5,000, which is 18,000. Guys, if your total income is 18,000 and over here, compulsory guys, you're getting a personal allowances of 12,570. What do you think, which will be the first income from where you can reduce this amount? Okay, so I'll be very smart. So what I'll think, Acha, I'm getting this much benefit now. First, reduce your dividend income, because on dividend, though, you have to pay 30% tax, isn't it? So what I'll do, first of all, now let me reduce 12,570. So I'll reduce 10,000 from here. So my dividend income will be 0. Ma'am, still I'm left over with 2,570. Arey ma'am, oh yeah, 20%, na? Reduce 2,750. So now my income will be this much. Okay. And over here now, ma'am, it will be this minus this. So it will be 3,000. So now ma'am, my total income will be this plus this, on which I am going to pay taxes of how much percentage? It's just like, ma'am, 20% tax on this. Yeah, and on this it could be like 10%. Can I do so? Can I manipulate it? Yes, students, people can use it to make some manipulations. So then the government is strictly told that the PA, that is personal allowances, you are not able to choose the first income that you want to reduce. No, it's not allowed. You have to follow the hierarchy only. First of all, fully you have to reduce your non-saving income. Okay. After reducing your non-saving income, now you are supposed to reduce your saving income. Okay. After reducing your saving income, if anything is still remaining in your personal allowances, only then you can reduce your dividend. Why? Because there is a lot of chances. Don't you think there is a lot of chances that you will first reduce the higher tax rate system? Yeah, higher tax rate. So now this is totally prohibited. So the first or the foremost thing is, please reduce your income from your NS, non-saving. So what I have to do, out of 12,570, first reduce 5,000. So what will be my leftover amount? Students, my leftover amount over here is, yeah, sorry, it's 12,570, right? Minus 5,000. Oh. So my leftover amount is 7,570. Out of that, again, 3,000 you have to reduce it. So yeah, ma'am, I have to reduce this much also because I'm obviously having the balance. So my remaining balance will be 4,540. Oh, out of that 4,540, you can reduce 10,000. Oh, ma'am. So maximum 4,540, I'll reduce it. So my now income is going to be 5,430, on which now you are going to pay taxes at the rate of 30% if it is there. So that will become your pro forma, and this is the way you have to utilize your personal allowances. It's just that I have explained this just to show that it's not something like whatever you wish तो आप उसके हिसाब से you're going to like cut short this first, cut short that first, so it's not allowed. Okay, so it's not allowed. So you are supposed to book whatever income you feel and whatever situation you feel based on the hierarchy of the payable. Okay, I hope the things are clear. Yeah, I'm just seeing whether am I live or not, like properly. Yeah, perfect. I think it's visible. Cool. Yeah, chalo. So there is no issues, everything is going well. So with these we have understood a bit concept of over here the personal allowances also. Is it so easy? Ma'am, the personal allowances are so easy? Oh, ma'am, the personal allowances are not so easy. Over here in the preferred, ma'am, I got the total income. Ma'am, out of total income, what should I do? Should I directly reduce personal allowances? So we don't know. Basically some reliefs if I am getting, so please reduce that. And then I get the income on that personal allowances made over here. So do you think personal allowances are going to be there for everybody? Can I give personal allowances to everybody government is going to give? If I explain you the best thing, you can understand that whosoever over here, see, when government possesses some taxes now, so government expects that those who earn a lot now have to pay a lot. But then government sees our face also. Government sees, acha, if you guys are not paying so much, if you guys are not earning so much, how will you be able to pay taxes, right? So they are seeing us also, and they are giving us some relaxations also. So that means higher the income, no allowances. Again. Higher the income, no personal allowances. But ma'am, that they are going to take care only for the lower income group of people. For example, they'll think na, this bicharu, these people don't have even enough of so much of earning, the middle class people, and if they have to pay so much of taxes, it's better to give them some allowances. Maximum allowances is restricted to 12,570. So ma'am, where will be there the differentiation? For example, okay, you told na higher earning people, what are those? So basically over here, if I check about the personal allowances, okay, I'll just write PA. Okay guys, you understand PA? Okay, I'll just write PA. If it's a personal allowances, there are basically two mentors in that. Okay, I'll try to make this easy. If you check the notes now, the notes are and the theory, maybe sometimes you feel complicated, but once you understand the concept, this is not complicated at all. This is literally not complicated at all. Okay, when I check about the personal allowances, it's bifurcated into two parts. That is something, ma'am, yeah, you told. So they check out the low income group also. So the low income group and the higher income group, yeah, and the higher income group. So ma'am, what's the difference between low and higher? Yeah, if any of the person is having an income, over here, if any of the person is having an income of more than 1 lakh, then how much personal allowances they will get? Or if any of the person like me, if I'm having an income less than 1 lakh, how much personal allowances will I get? Students, if I am having, or the person who is having over here income lesser than 1 lakh will get the full personal allowances. They'll get the full PA. That is how much? 12,570 they'll get as a reduction. So they'll be getting a full personal allowances. But guys, whose income is suppose more than 1 lakh, then how much personal allowance they will get? So ma'am, you are telling that they should not get 12,570. Yeah, they should not get. So how much they should get? Or ma'am, tell me now, how much they should not get? Okay. For understanding these, my first thing over here comes is to find out the adjusted net income for those. So what I'll do it over here, when I am checking about some income now, so over there comes a concept of adjusted net income. I'm not going into the details of what is adjusted income and something like that, but I'll just give you one hint. There is some income after adjustments of some like in case guys, if you would have contributed to government, see, this is important. If I have, okay, if this happens over here, if I have made some contributions, or I can say some donations, if I have made some donations, that all things are going to cut from my this income. If I remove all these things, I'll get my net adjusted income. Right now we can understand, for example, my net adjusted income is 1,50,000. That obviously means my income is more than 1 lakh. Then ma'am, you told that if your income is more than 1 lakh, you will not get 12,570 as a personal allowances. Perfect. Then how much will you get? So you have to see what is exceeding 1 lakh. Oh ma'am, so your amount or the income which is exceeding 1 lakh is what? My amount which is exceeding 1 lakh is what? So yeah, if I make it not 150, let's make it 1,15,000. So that will be more easy for you all to understand. So we can understand, ma'am, your amount which is increasing or exceeding 1 lakh is just 15,000. There is this minus this. So over here, what happened? 1,15,000 minus 1 lakh. Achha, it's not 1 lakh over here. So yeah, it's 1 lakh. So over here, we can understand that my exceeding income is nothing other than 15,000. So this is known as your exceeding income. So on that exceeding income, what is your 50%? So if I multiply this with 50%, if I multiply it with 50%, this much personal allowances you will get. No, this is where people make mistake. You will not get. Guys, this is most important thing which people make mistake, and this is on and on I tell students, but then they do mistake. That means it's very simple, guys. See, I am not the first person and I am not the last person. Even when my students knows for SBR, I never try to memorize formulas. Memorizing formulas will be good for initial portion, right? For sometimes you guys will remember, maybe later on, then things will not be at our pace. So what we need to do is we need to understand, guys. If I'm talking about some higher level people, some lower level people, that shows that if I'm having a higher income that is more than 1 lakh, so that shows that I have earned something more now. Maybe now I should not get something. I should not get something. So what you should not get? The exceeding amount multiplied by 50% personal allowances you should not get. Guys, this is the way we learn. That means how much allowances can you get? Can I write like this? Your total allowances, your personal allowances that you were supposed to get was 12,570, out of which now you are not able to get 7,500. That means, can I get 5,070 allowances? Can I still get? Yeah, you are still getting. Yes, still personal allowances you can get. That means, ma'am, you are telling like that over here they can still get 5,070. Yeah, so from the income, say for example, if their income is 115,000, so they can get like this: 115,000 minus the personal allowance is 5,070. If they do it on this, now they can book the taxes. Yeah, okay. So students, over here, if I just show you the formula, I don't know, like, is it the only one who am I, the one who don't like formulas, or maybe I don't know for others also. So okay, so I think you understood this. Yeah, if my income is more than 1 lakh, then sure, see by how much your income is exceeding. If your income is exceeding, that means your income is more. That means now you are not eligible to get the full personal allowances, because you're not middle class people. You are at a higher pace. If you are at a higher class people student, then you should not get some personal benefits. Yeah, some personal allowances. So what you should not get, it's to be calculated, and then obviously I'll get what I should get things. So okay, if I just jump up to some other formula, like maybe just a random, if my net adjusted income is not 1,15,000, it's like 1,75,000, then what is exceeding? Ma'am, your 75,000 is exceeding from 1 lakh, so 50% you should not get. Oh ma'am, you will not get 37,500. Students, any which ways we are only getting 12,570, and you are telling that you are not allowed. That means, guys, I am not allowed to get 37,500. That means you will say, ma'am, it's good, right? So you are not allowed so much. Guys, if you are not allowed so much, then don't you think this 12,750, how will you allow? Means if you are not going to get this much benefit, then can you say, arey, this much, so you have to give, arey, total you are not allowed. So there will be actually no allowed. So 12,570 you are never allowed. So there will be no personal allowances. That means, ma'am, as in when my increasing in the salary or increasing in my net income, I am not allowed over here. Yeah. If this is 175, if I just make it 1,05,000, now you are increasing more than 1 lakh, it's very less. So maybe now you will be allowed a higher. Yeah. If I make it now over here, my exceeding value is 5,000. So now I am allowed over here 2,500. So what will I be allowed to get my allowances? So out of 12,570, only 2,500 is disallowed. So now I'll be allowed to get these personal allowances. So yeah, you can ask me, ma'am, is there any figure, is there any amount which can prescribe us that, okay, if this is my adjusted net income, then to pakka I will get zero allowances. Students, I don't know whether you can like learn it or not. If it is my adjusted net income, suppose 125,140, then your exceeding amount will be 25,140. If you make it 50%, 12,570 will not be allowed. That means over here, if this is not allowed, then 0% personal allowances will be there. That means this income, that is adjusted net income, is what you know, it's the base, it's the middle, or it's the center one. If my income increases more than 125, 140, students, you are not allowed. So this is the line of that middle class and higher class differentiation, where your personal allowances are gonna be stopped. So that means when my income exceeds 125, 140, then the personal allowances is pakka that you are not going to get. I hope you are understanding the concepts. Yeah, I hope you are understanding the concepts. Yeah. So yeah, after understanding these, let's do some examples also. I'll show it over here to you all. Say for example, my trading income over here. Suppose my trading income in the current year is like, say for example, 1,10,000. Ma'am, that is obviously, ma'am, you are exceeding 1 lakh. Yeah. Can you tell me what will be my personal allowances which I'll get? Yeah, think and tell me. You can do it on your own also, students, and you can rectify then. Is your answer correct or not? So what I should do? Acha ma'am, it's getting more than 1 lakh. So how much extra? Minus 1 lakh. You have to do everything in working note. Huh? So ma'am, 10,000. 10,000 now ma'am, 50%, you will not get allowance. 5,000 I don't get allowances. How much allowance will I get? So ma'am, from 12,570, if you don't get 5,000, ma'am, this much allowance, so you will get it, isn't it? If I'm doing so, yeah, let me check whether I did it correct. Yeah, cool. So here, this will be my income on which I have to pay taxes. So this is what I hope you guys have understood it. Okay, this is what I hope you guys have understood it. Okay, yeah, cool. Now we can go ahead to a concept which I left it right now over here, that is contribution and donation, guys. For example, in the question over here, if they have given some X amount of donation, now, I'm not going into the details of what is contribution and donation right now. It's just that I'm taking this example as it is. I'm copying this example as it is over here. My trading income is, for example, 1,10,000. Yeah, and trading income is 1,10,000, and my average income over here turns around to be like 110. Yeah, that's cool, Baba, that's cool. For example, if I have just told you that you have made somewhere a donation and you got the donation benefits, for example, donation benefits, you're getting the benefits completely, you're getting some relief of worth 4,000. So now what will be the scenario? Now guys, I have to minus this, get these as my adjusted net income. So this will be known as, basically in the normal language, ANI. Students, you would have heard this word ANI. So yes, now this is my ANI on which now I have to pay the taxes. So now my ANI is more than 1 lakh. Yeah, so how much it is more? Ma'am, it's 6,000 more. Yeah, on that, if 50% PA is disallowed, so can you tell me how much is allowed? Exactly, 12,570 minus 3,000 over here, this much is allowed. So what I can show is over here, it's from this PA I need to reduce it, that is minus 9,760. So now on these I have to pay taxes. On these I have to calculate my taxes. I hope you guys are getting these things clear. Yeah, I hope you guys are getting these things clear. Okay guys, what question I did was this right now. Yeah, it's there from the book only. Yeah. So there is an ethnic person who is receiving a trading income of 110. Okay. So wait guys, we are getting an income of 110, and I have made a gift donation, guys. I have made a donated amount of your over here, pound 4,000. So what will be my total income? That is my over here ANI. Over here, what is adjusted net income will be my first of all trading income, guys. Trading income I'll add, which is 110. Out of that, personal expenses or like 4,000 will be my contribution, or I can just write a donation. After reducing donation, I get ANI, that is adjusted net income. So that will be 110 minus 4,000. Now I have to check out what will be my personal allowances if I want to check my total taxable income. Yeah. So I have to check whether I have to reduce any PA, whether I'll get any personal allowances. So yeah ma'am, you are going to get. But how much guys? Will I get 12,570 full? So no. Why guys? Because your income is more than 1 lakh. If my income, my ANI, if it is lesser than 1 lakh, full 12,570 you are going to get. But over here, when if it is exceeding 1 lakh, then you're not going to get. So how much I will be getting my personal allowances? That is restricted to 106 minus 1 lakh. So this is an extra amount. Only 50% will be disallowed. So this is disallowed. So how much is allowed? Out of this 3,000 is supposed disallowed, ma'am. So 9570 is allowed. So out of this I have to minus 9570. Yeah, now this becomes your total income on which you are going to pay taxes. Guys, if this is my taxable income, can you tell me what is the tax rates that you are going to put? Now this is important, guys. You know, there is a slab. Which slab, guys? Yeah, you remember? If my income exceeds what? Guys, you need not remember. Maybe that is obviously given in the question. So yeah, if your income is beyond like more than 1, 2, 3, 700, this, and if your income increases this to 150, you're going to pay taxes. Over here, if it is 20%, over here it becomes 40%. Out of this 96,430, over here you have to pay taxes of 37,700 into 20%. So this becomes your first tax which you are going to pay. And over here, if I take the difference, that is 96,430, out of which 33,770 you already paid a tax. So this is your extra amount that you have to pay taxes for. That is 96,430 minus 37,770. I don't know what happened. So yeah, for this amount you are going to pay taxes now. So if I cut it and paste it over here, so I have to pay 40%. That means 40% into the amount. So now I have to pay the total taxes is this. So my total taxes comes around to be 31,032. So this is the way we normally calculate our income tax. Guys, like these questions can obviously be tested in your MCQs, or maybe like for asking they can ask it like for 3 marks or maybe for 4 marks. They can ask about the personal allowances and so on. So yeah, even this could be important. So yeah, after completing personal allowances, oh yeah, I think you would have understood it. Yeah, we can take a break of like 5 minutes and we'll resume back. Thank you. Okay, welcome back all of y'all. So yeah, we are going to resume again with some good concepts. And again, important one. Okay. So by now, we have understood the concept of ANI, yeah. And then, now we are going to understand the most important concept, which are like many a times people get confused in their calculations. But again, guys, it's literally very easy. Yeah, important again, but then it's easy. It's not so difficult. Before that, now I would like to show you the ANI's concept as of total. Yeah, just give me a minute, maybe. Just give me a minute. If you can check on the slides. Okay. So approaches to income tax computation. So we have by now understood that the first concept which I wanted to say, but then I thought like if I read it without explaining, things won't be so easy. So first and the foremost thing what we did was to calculate the individual's income, total income I calculated. Then I was supposed to reduce the personal allowances. If my personal allowances increases beyond 1 lakh, then only 50% of the increased value will be disallowed, yeah, and the remaining will be allowed. Okay, so over here, if I check this, every taxpayer is entitled to personal allowances. The personal allowances is an amount of tax-free income. That means something you're going to reduce, right? The amount is reduced potentially to nil for higher income tax people. See, many of the students don't understand here only. So they end up understanding that if the income is high, so how much they'll get. So basically we are well aware now. This is a benefit given to the individuals who are having less income, right? So as and when my income increases, my PA reduces. Yeah. As and when my income increases, my PA is going to reduce. So this is what the concepts comes here. Okay. Personal allowances is restricted to what? We know that it is 12,570, correctly? Yeah, we know that. And even I knew that, like it will not be as such that, okay, if I'm having the dividend income more taxes, let me reduce dividend income first. The priority should be this only, non-savings, savings, and then dividend. Cool. Surplus PA is lost. Yeah, if you're having extra, for example, students, my only income was 6,000. Yeah, my only income was 6,000, guys. You are going to get 12,570, your maximum PA. So can I use this? Ma'am, we can do like that now. If my income is 6,000, if I'm getting my personal allowance is 12,570, I am having extra PA in the current year. That is 6,570. Can I utilize it? Can I take the credit in the next year? So no. That's not allowed. Huh? So extra surplus over here is being lost. Need not take carry forward. The PA cannot be set against the capital gains. This is important. In the capital gains, we are going to understand that. Further, over here, this is the way they try to calculate it. We understood it in a better way. Yeah, so the personal allowance is gradually reduced with the income who is having the individual more than, over here, it's compulsory to understand that around 1 lakh. Like if I'm having an income beyond 1 lakh now, then my PA is going to reduce. If I'm having an income which is lesser than 1 lakh, obviously I was getting 12,570 for sure. But as and when it is increasing, then we have to reduce it. Students, this is my net income. If I have made any contribution or maybe any donations, with that my net income is going to reduce and we get ANI, that is adjusted net income. On that I have to see, okay, if I'm multiplying 50% of that, which is exceeding 1 lakh, so that much income over here, that is PA, is being disallowed. So if you can check out over here, when a taxpayer ANI exceeds 1 lakh, the PA is reduced by 50% of ANI minus 1 lakh. So this is what we did. We got the amount which is disallowed, and that disallowed we reduced it from 12,570 and we got the allowed amount, and that is something which we're going to reduce. Then we understood even that what is an income, what is a taxable income, basically the ANI with which if it goes, then to no situation of PA will be that we met it is 125 140, right? If I was having an income of 125 140, guys, you take your calcs and please do it. If I'm reducing it 1 lakh, if I'm reducing it, that is 125, 140, 125, 140. If I guys reduce 1 lakh, am I getting an income which is left over? It's 25, 140. If I multiply it by 50%, which needs to be disallowed, am I getting 1 to 570? So guys, that much is disallowed. So now you're not supposed to book any PA. I hope you're getting it. Yeah. So this is where it's just been shown. If you can like figure it out, it will be better. If my total net income is over here less than or equal to 1 lakh, then to no problem, full PA we get. But students, if it is more than 1 lakh, find ANI by reducing these whole things. I get my ANI. If it is more than 1 lakh, please get the difference, multiply it by 50%, which is to be disallowed, and get the total. Yeah. So if it is less than, full PA allowed. If it is more than 125, 140, which is an exact mid, then no PA. Yeah, if it is in between, this was the formula, 50%. I hope you all are getting this. Yeah, I hope you all are getting this. But this we have completed the very beautiful concept of personal allowances. Students, this is something which we are going to see obviously in your papers when you are going to do the computation of income tax. So I really hope you would have understood the concept. The core concept is to be understood, because this is something which we cannot leave or we cannot even misinterrupt. See, where can we have a miscommunication or misinterpretation is at the time of calculating this 50%. Guys, this 50% is not the allowed amount. Students, it's not the allowed. It's not the allowed PA. It's basically the disallowed PA. Then take the total PA and disallow this amount. Okay. So yeah, there comes a confusion and the people considered it as an allowed, and then they manipulate it and they make the answer wrong. So that is not to be done. When I was talking to you guys about ANI, did you heard about a word, some contribution, some donation? So guys, what is this donation? What happened now? I thought initially, yeah, just give me a minute. I would like to just show you a charitable donation. Okay, let me open. Okay, have you ever heard about the word money laundering? Black, white money, colorful money. So what is that colorful money? Money is having literally colors, guys. I don't know whether money is having color or not, but the people who are actually earning money shows their color, that is for sure. Oh, I talk so much. Yeah, that's cool, that's cool. Okay, so what is this? What is basically this, charitable institution and all, ma'am, what are you telling? For example, guys, if I'm having some income, let's say if I'm a person over here, Mr. A, okay, if I'm going to donate something, like if I'm going to give some gift, maybe some donation to some charitable institution, so I'll tell now, Arey ma'am, I am doing so good work now, isn't it? Like I am donating it, I am doing some very good work, so I need some donation, I need some relaxation. So I thought my income, suppose is 1 lakh, and I thought, Arey, I am very kind-hearted person, I want to donate 1 lakh full. Can I do so? Can I do so? So okay, ma'am, donate now. What's the problem? Donate. So my leftover income will be 0. So you tell government, I don't have money. I have donated completely. I did so great work. Hey, is government like literally you feel government will be happy? Yeah, government will be happy, isn't it? Government will not be happy. Government will think whatever you are earning, you are donating it. What will be left for government? Are you leaving anything for government? No, ma'am. There is nothing left for government. Then will the government be happy? So no, the government has told you are doing all this stuff just to manipulate. Ma'am, no, we are not doing anything for manipulation. This is what we are like doing it on our genuine basis. Like we are donating it. It's not for our benefits. Even government is not mad. Many a time the charity institutions are open for the benefits of an individual. Like if I want to escape from paying tax, I donate. And that donation I'll get in cash. Oh, black marketing. Maybe black money. So they have restricted a scope. Like whatever you are basically contributing, full can you get the donation? Full can you get the deduction? So they have told no. For example, I'm just writing it over here. So if I'm an individual, okay. Yeah. So if I'm an individual and I'm earning also again, yeah. If I'm an individual, earning individual, yeah. And if I want to donate something, cool. I want to donate some gifts, maybe like somewhere I want to donate, like I want to donate gifts, maybe I want to donate and make some contributions and all, I can do it, guys, I can do it. But how much will I get an exemption? How much will I get an exemption? If this is a person, if he wants to donate it, and if he plans to donate, let's say to donate 100 pounds, 100 pounds, if he plans to donate 100 pounds, so can he get 100 as a deduction? Can he get 100 as a deduction? So over here, when we understand the charitable purpose things, it's not a deduction. It's not a topic about deduction, guys. Whatever you have made, you can get a relaxation in the name of slabs. Now, what is slabs? Okay. So over here, we can make as such, the taxpayer who wants to make a donation, maybe they want to give some gifts or as a charity, can obtain a tax relief. So guys, what is tax relief? For example, I told you now, like say for example, if I wanted to donate 100 pounds, okay, so then the individual has to pay how much to the charity? If I want to donate 100, I'll only donate 100 now. But then there is a restriction. Whatsoever you want to take a relief, you have to donate only 80% of that. That means, ma'am, you are telling us to pay how much? Okay, if I'm planning to donate 100 there, I can donate only 80% of that. That means I am obliged to donate 100 into 80%. That means only 80 pound I can donate. Then who is going to donate the remaining 20? That is basically, so that 20 will then be donated on our behalf, government. So government is going to donate the 20. So can I take a benefit? Oh yeah. So basically they have told that the basic tax rates for the taxpayers obtains a tax relief at the time of payment by only paying 80% of the donation. And there are higher people also. For example, as I told you, 20% of the tax relief is been granted at the time of payment, and who is going to do that? That is government. But many a times, if it is higher taxpayers, if it is higher, then the turning amount goes from like 20 to 40, 40 to 45, so there are bands, we know that. Okay, I'm not going into the details of what are the bands, but then how much donation will I get? How much donation will I get? And how much benefits I'll get? At the time now, students, I'll not get the benefit of only 80. If you contribute over here 80, still you're going to get a benefit of in the slab rate. So if I ask you, what is my normal slab? So my normal slab ranges from 0 to or 1 to 37700. Then it ranges from 37701 to it goes to 150. Then it goes beyond 150. And there are some rates also which we are well aware, that is 20, 40 and 45%. Cool. Say for example, if you donated 80, still your slab benefit will be 100%. Ma'am, what is that? If you have donated 80, that means it's gonna increase. That is, this we have to write, that is 80 into 100 upon 80%. If I'm doing so, it's gonna increase. That is 80 divided by 80%. So it is 100. So now my slab is going to increase by 100. Now what is this? If you can check out, we'll get the benefit of 100% just by contributing 80. Just by contributing 80, we can get a benefit of 100. But will that be reduced in your income? No, not that way. I'll show you. This 100 now over here will be added in this 100 over here. It's going to be added in the slab rate. That means if your income is something beyond like situation, so that we can get 0 to 37,700 plus 100 means now your slab rate will be 0 to 37,800. Okay, now your slab will be 37,800. That means if any of the person who is getting an income worth 37,750 should not enter into the second slab rate for the difference amount. No. That we can settle in the first slab rate only. Same goes over here also. If it is like 37,701 to 150. In 150 now, guys, you're going to add 100. So that will be the extension. I think you would have understood this. We can go ahead with the example. So maybe now with the example I can explain you in a better way. Yeah, just let me write over here. Okay. Let's take, I'm having a total income, guys. I'm having a total income. Maybe I'll be having an income of 55,000. Just imagine, okay. If I have paid a contribution to government, okay, if I have contributed, if I have contributed or made a donation, if I have made a donation of 3,600 to some gift scheme, 3,600. Can you tell me what will be my relief or my benefits in the slabs? So ma'am, these now for me will be 80% only, because rest 20% is something which my government is going to contribute. So now my slab is going to increase by 3,600 divided by 80%, which will be 4,500. Okay, so ma'am, you're telling your increase will be 4,500. Cool. A, after understanding that, can you tell me what is your net income? Guys, my income will be this. So now I can write income is equal to 55,000. Out of that, now this will be my adjusted income. Guys, can you tell me what will be your personal allowances, that benefit you are going to get? Is it 12,570 which we have learned? Yeah ma'am, because their earnings are less than 1 lakh. Yeah. So now you are going to reduce 12,570 and you will get the balance, on which now you are going to pay the slabs. Now you are going to pay the taxes. Guys, on these, if I pay the taxes, can you tell me what will be my slabs? My normal slabs were this. Yeah, my normal slabs were this. But because of the donation, guys, I am having a relief in the slab rates. That means now this is not my slab. My opening will be 0 minus 37700 plus 4500, which turns around to be 37,500. So now it will be 42200. Now this will be the highest slab rate. And this will be my highest slab rate. I hope you are understanding it. So students, how will I make a tax over here? How will I add a tax? So here we know the first slab rate is tax is 20% and the latest slab rate's tax is 40%. So now if I book a taxes on these income, I have to bifurcate. See, students, I think you might be knowing the concept, because now, like for the first, it is not a easy topic in the class, so I normally take it like for 2 hours. But as it is a revisionary topic, I am unable to take it for like so long. Yeah, because if it is a normal class topic, we can extend it a lot. Lot means a lot, super lot. Yeah, over here guys, if it is 430, huh? And just imagine everything was not there. You would have not made a contribution. If you would have not paid a contribution, what taxes you would have paid? Acha ma'am, 430 na. So from that first slab rate was 37700. So the remaining amount will be this minus this. So obviously for the first tax you would have, oh I'm so sorry. So you would have paid on this amount 20%. Sure, correct? Yeah. So on this amount, sure you would have paid 40% tax. So if I take the total, guys, we would have by now paid a tax of this much amount, guys. Yeah, agreed? But because of you are making a contribution in some charity and all, so you are getting a benefit in the slabs. So your slab rates are increasing and not the income. So what I'll do is, because of these now, my normal slab rates closing rate is not 37,700, guys. Now it is increased to 42,200. Okay. So now if I copy this as a figure and paste it over here. Now over here it is 42,430, right? The total over here, the income. Now out of this, first slab rate will be 42200 and something beyond will be this minus this. Now I hope you guys understood it. So over here 20% tax I have to pay, and over here I have to pay 40% tax. So if I just multiply it, copy it over here, paste it over here. So now if you check now guys, your total tax will be something lesser than this. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Is it 8532? Yeah ma'am, it's 8532. And if I would have not contributed it, what would I have ended up paying over here? It is 9432, which I would have paid. but because I made a contribution, I was just able to pay the tax of 8532. So this is the benefit which has been there because of the donation. Guys, this is the benefit because of donation. That means you don't get anything reduced in the amount as such, but there is a faida where there is a benefit at the time of making a payment. That is a slab wise, there is a benefit. Okay guys, need not worry, we do have a question. Maybe if I can show you, just a minute. For that, okay, yeah, this was also taken from the question that you guys can understand it. Okay, yeah, I think you got the understanding of this. Yeah, maybe need not worry, we can go ahead and learn many other concepts also, and then we can have a full-fledged question. At the time you'll be understanding it. This is just for the revisionary part, so expecting you know the concepts a bit also. Yeah, okay, after completing this, we have learned something. Yeah, initially I told you guys about the marriage allowances. So what is marriage allowances, students? Okay, let me now just me cope up ahead. Just okay, if I can check this, if you donate 80, okay, then you are going to get 100 as a deduction. Why? As I told you, 80 divide by 80 percentage, which is 100. So you get this much as a deduction, and where you get basically, this is a band. As I told you, now, like there are some bands basically on that. You get some gift donation, or you may get some personal other contribution, and that is the bands which we have to exempt. And over here, yeah, we can go ahead and read about the marriage allowances also. But now basically I told you, now you get a profit where, guys, we get a profit in the slab rates, that is in bands we get a profit of the differences. Okay, so need not worry, let us go ahead with the marriage allowances. You know people, students gets confused in the marriage allowances, which is again a simple topic. So what they end up doing is they learn 1260. So just they learn 1260 and that's all. So they learn 1260 and that's all. So let us understand now what is 1260 and what are we going to understand. Yeah, let's figure it out. I'll explain you. Guys, when I talk about marriage allowances, what is actually marriage allowances? First and the foremost thing. So if I am the wife, like my husband, if I'm having my husband, like okay, let's just simply do it. Okay. Okay. My husband, yeah. I'll not write husband on and on. I'll write Raj. And I'll write my name. Yeah, Ashwin. Cool. Yeah. It's just that. Raj and Ashwin. Always. Okay. So for example, if Raj is earning, let's just, students, it's just a random example. If it's earning a pound of 25,000 and if Ashwini is earning a pound of 10,000, guys, like are we earning, like he himself, individual, huh guys, we are an individual. If we guys are individual and we are earning this much as a amount, that is our total income, like this is my total income. Do you think like any of us individually have earned more than 1 lakh? Obviously not. If we have not obviously earned more than 1 lakh, so are we going to eligible to get personal allowances? Yeah ma'am, like we both can get the full personal allowances. We can get full personal allowances we can get. How much personal allowance can I get? Yeah ma'am, everybody, like both of them can get 12,570 personal allowances. We both can get this much as a personal allowances. So if we both utilize the personal allowances, how much will minus 12,570 and so on, right? Okay, but do you feel I am not earning so much, then why will I get 12,570, right? I can only utilize my personal allowances because if it is minus 12,570, I will not be able to carry forward my personal allowances, so it will be wasted. So now instead of this, I can utilize only 10,000. Don't you think I was supposed to get 12,570, but I was not able to utilize this much? Yeah, because any which ways I cannot carry forward. So what I thought, like staying in the family together, just we both living together, then we thought, okay, I am earning in whole, I'm getting my full relief in the name of personal allowances. So as me, I will not be able, like I'm not required to pay taxes. So my net income will be 0. But will it there for Raj? So he has to pay this much as a taxable income. Oh my god, if this is his taxable income, he comes under slab. Guys, he comes under the first slab. So if he comes under the first slab, what is the slab rate? So this and this. By now I think you would have remembered this, and there is 20%. So how much tax he was supposed to pay? So he is supposed to pay this much tax. So we both staying in the same family, so we thought that, but yeah, it is not justifiable, yeah. I was having a authority, I am having a situation where I can utilize my allowances, but I was not able to utilize it. But you can utilize my also, matlab you utilize your full and my it's wasted. Can government help us to do like that? That my unutilized credit, can I give it to you so you can utilize it? So that's good, isn't it? So what I thought, my over here, I'll just show a random thing. I'm not actually earning also. I'm not actually earning so much. It's just 1000 for example. It's just 500 for example. So what I thought, acha 500 now. So I thought just a random example. So I just minus 500 just to show it, and I want everything to be utilized by my husband. Then the what is remaining, ma'am? No tax. So then many a times that could be a manipulation of tax also. So can we do that? Guys, it's not allowed. So basically the government has told, we will give you a set off, we will give you a benefit that okay baba, if you and your husband and your wife are earning some portion of the personal allowances, if you want you can transfer it. That means if I am also earning more than 10,000, maybe if I am earning 15,000, and if I want to show only some percentage, I can transfer my allowances to my spouse. It's not just spouse, it's not just a marriage arrangement. Over here, if we are staying into a living relationship, maybe civil partners also, they can do so. For example, over here, how much benefit I can transfer it to my spouse. So initially over here na, I thought my 2570 to personal allowance is wasted, I'll think so. And middle class people only this is happening. Why? Because this benefit is only given to the people who are going into the slab rate of 20%. That is, whose earnings are like 0 to 37700. Okay, so government has told us that okay, you can take your credit, you can utilize your personal allowances of your spouse, but only to the maximum availability of not 2750. It's not allowed. Why? I told you now, maybe there could be a situation like if I'm getting any differences, so I'm transferring it. Don't you think if we are doing this, the government will earn what? No. So they have restricted the amount, restricted the transfer only till what amount, you know guys? It's 1260 pound. So if you guys can remember it, it's cool. Otherwise, so that is maybe sometimes you can fetch it out in your paper. So yeah guys, but then try to remember it. It is simple, right? So this is a restricted pounds. So now if I want to transfer this restricted pounds to my husband, because over here I am not utilize that, so I can transfer it. How much? Minus 1260. I can transfer it. And now you tell me what will be the remaining taxable amount that Raj has to pay. So basically now his income over here is 11,770. So now over here he is supposed to pay not this much tax, guys. His tax rate is gonna be lesser than that. So now he's supposed to pay only 2234. So this is what is about the marriage allowances. I hope you guys would have understood it. Like again, this is important. Yeah, so marriage allowances. So in marriage allowances, they have already given us that students over here, if I am earning something and like Ashwini is earning something that I think now I don't want to utilize my credit as a whole. I want to like something I don't want to utilize it. Maybe something I don't want to utilize it. So what amount will I not utilize it, and what amount of credit can I give it to my husband is restricted to 1260 pounds. Yeah. But students, it's not always that I have to earn less, huh? Maybe if I'm earning 18,000, guys, I'm getting over here, I don't want to like utilize 10,000. So guys, if I just utilize 10,000, I am saving 2570, but I am allowed only how much? I am only allowed to transfer 1260. Then why will I only utilize 10,000, isn't it? I will utilize something more. So what is my maximum utilization, guys? 1250 minus 1260. So maximum I can utilize 11310. Okay. So now I am also going to pay this much taxes based on like 20% I'll pay taxes, and my husband is going to pay this much tax. That is over here 2, 2, 3, 4 and 3. Students, this is all about the planning. Okay, this is all about the planning that can be done between the couples. Okay, like if somebody is going like beyond the slabs and whatever it is, like if there is any unutilized, suppose they are having any unutilized situations, so yeah, they can do accordingly. Yeah, I hope you guys are clear with this. Yeah, cool. Okay, can we move ahead? So yeah, but then guys, keep this thing in mind. The restriction is only 1260, only 1260 pounds, and that too compulsory for those who are getting at the rate of 20% slab. If you are very rich, please don't transfer. Only if 20% is slab, now we are coming, only then we have to transfer. I hope even this marriage allowances is clear. We can just like wrap up. We can read the thing what is presented. Once I'll go through it. Okay. When I talk about guys marriage allowances, if both the spouse are under the basic tax rate payer, basic means students 20% tax rate. We are not very rich with that like 40 and 45%. We are not coming in that slab rate. Okay, then they can transfer only 1260. I hope that is allowed. Okay, and the deceased spouse do not have increased personal allowances. Okay, cool. We need not know. See this. If one of the spouse has unutilized personal allowances of more than like maybe 1260, he can transfer it. Guys, what is the maximum savings? It's 252. How are you getting that? Students, if it is 1260, you multiply it by 20%. Are you getting this much savings? Guys, this is my savings, maximum savings that you can do is this. Yeah. Okay. Can I show you one question? Yeah, can we do one question for that? Again, that will be very interesting for us to know, because that will help us to calculate the answers. Okay, I'll show you one thing. So that will help us to understand the way we are going to write the paper. Maybe what I explained to you was good with the explanation part only, but then you can understand the way to write. Okay, I'm not showing you right now. Okay, understood? Yeah, let this be the question for the day which we want to write. So I'm just reading it. There is a marriage allowances where there is Kevin and Judy are married. Okay, so two people are married. Kevin is employed and has an employment income of 35,500. Is it below my first slab rate? Yeah, ma'am. So it's less than 37,700. Cool. Judy spends most of the time looking to her two kids, and that she only works on Saturday, and she is having an income of 6,000. So here, ma'am, we understood that she is having a less income. So maybe 12,570. So maybe she will be having some extra credits with her, so she can transfer her personal allowances. Judy makes an election that I want to transfer my allowances. Cool. Calculate the tax liability. Now this is important. How are we going to show? So before showing, we have to prepare like this. Okay, solution. Yeah, this is my income tax computation I want to show, and we have to make it for both the people. Okay, so I'll write accordingly. Computation of income. So whose income we are talking about over here? The spouse income, that is basically Kevin. Yeah. And over here, the Judy, like husband, the spouse. Yeah. So what is the total income they got? Yeah. So total income, the employment income that they have earned is what? The employment income which they earn, that is shown as 35,500, and over here she earned only 6,000, right? Cool. If I'm showing this, okay, can I like this do so that yeah, we can open it easily. So students, what should be my personal allowances? My personal allowances are restricted over here to 12,570, and over here also 12,570. But we know that, guys, if I have not earned so much, how will I get this much also personal allowances? So over here, my personal allowances, guys, restricted only to much income that I have earned. So it's restricted to only 6,000. Correct? Yeah. For Judy, what do you think? What is an unutilized personal allowance? Like out of like 12, she only utilized 6,000. So don't you think 6,570 is like, which is still pending? Can she transfer full to her husband? Actually, she cannot, right? She cannot. She cannot. So how much can she transfer? Ma'am, she can only transfer like 1260. So on 1260, if she transfers, what is her savings? So my husband will be saving 20% tax. So this much will be the savings in the taxes. Guys, if I show you like this, or if I show you like this, minus 1260, don't you think it is one and the same? So this much will be the husband's income, right? So any which ways, wife is going to pay 0 tax. This is the taxable income which the husband is supposed to pay. On that, if he is going to pay 20% tax, so his taxable over here will be, the tax liability will be 4,334. Cool, 4,334. But for the basis of presentation, guys, we are not allowed to book like this. We are not allowed to book like this. So here we cannot write like this. Cancel. So now my husband's taxable income will be 22930. On that, first of all, he is going to pay 22930. He is going to pay taxes. So his tax liability is going to be 20%. So yeah, this will be his tax liability. Okay, and from there he'll be having some personal allowances, benefit from her spouse. So there will be a saving in taxes. So guys, what is that? Guys, it is basically 1260 into 20%. Divide by 100. So this will be the savings. If I show it on, is it not 4,334? So yeah, this is just the matter of presentation, guys. So this is the way we are going to show in the exam if it comes, just to be written for the theory or maybe for the, but any which ways, if it is for MCQ, guys, they'll be providing this only, the option, maybe some 2-3 wrong options. Guys, obviously they'll be providing this option also to confuse us. So if we see this option, sure guys, we are going to take that. But now we are well aware of what the solution should be. And yeah, this is what the combination of income looks like. I hope this marriage allowances was also fine and you were able to understand that. Cool. So I'll just show you the solution, then we can go ahead. Yeah. So over here, if one of the spouse or the civil partner has unutilized anything which is less than that, so that much is to be transferred. But we are going to do what, guys? Total savings will do, and then we can utilize it. Simple. Now, what is child benefit income tax charge? Okay, so as of now we have understood personal allowances, some donations, then about the married couple, okay, then about the child. Yeah, guys, if I'm talking about the child, what do you think? Who, like, if my child would have earned something, then who needs to be taxed? Or is there any benefit which is given to the child also? Just give me a benefit. Yeah, is there any benefit given to the child? Okay, before reading that, like, it is a tax-free payments from government for children of taxpayer. What is this? It's a tax-free payment from government. Like in foreign countries, we know government is paying some benefits to the children also. Like, if you are having a kid, they can give you some medical treatment, some expenditure, maybe some benefits. The government is paying us. Yeah. So if government is paying us some benefits, are they still taking taxes? Yeah. Means what, Baba? Means what? We need to understand how much benefit the government is paying us and how much taxes they are charging. So is it something the government is going to charge every time the tax? No. Hey, what was the motive of government, like, behind giving this benefits? It was like, if any of the party or even any of the the family which is not so much earning income, that is means which is under the basic tax rates left, so they have told, like, if any of the family is earning lesser than 50,000 as an income, okay, so for them they'll not take any taxes. No, so they'll be kind, so they'll not take taxes. But if someone is like getting income which is beyond 50,000 pounds, so that means that family is sustainable, that person is capable of taking care of his children. So if government is giving us any relief, so then they'll take a charge, then they'll tax on that income also. Are they going to tax full? No. So there will be some slabs on that too. So if I show you, it is a tax-free payment from the government, but now we have seen that the taxpayer was poor or not in that year. So we need to see whether the taxpayer is very rich or maybe he's just a middle class person to whom actually the child benefits was required. Okay. So now have to see that the taxpayer was poor or not. If the taxpayer is not poor enough, then to bhai refund kar do whatever you got. Okay, who is poor? A mother or father whose whatever salary or the net income is lesser than 50. Who is rich? Whose basically income is more than 50,000. Okay. Parent with higher ANI has to pay. Okay, what's that, guys? What's that? If I read this, see, students, what students mug up doing is they just read this adjusted net income. They check if it is more than, like if it is more than 50,000, then only they have to pay taxes. If it is less than 50, 0. If it is 50 to 60, 1% they check. If it is more than that, they like figure out some amounts. Is it seriously so? Let me explain you with a better picture. Maybe with the examples you can get the things more easily. Yeah. Okay, over here, if you can check this is known as child benefit tax charge. Child benefit tax charge. That means there is a couple. Oh yeah, there is a couple. There is a couple who is getting some benefits from government. So once we are getting the benefit from government, still then the government wants to take the collect charges. Yeah. So for that now, the government checks out our ANI, adjusted net income. Guys, what was adjusted net income? That we already did it, guys. Yeah, you remember? Yeah. So if there is any donation and also we deducted it. So ANI, we got some ANI. For example, my ANI is lesser than 50,000. My earnings, my income is less than 50,000. Then government is not going to take any charges on that. So incomes pay like benefits, so they are not going to add like anything. Yeah, so they are not going to add anything. But for example, my ANI is in between 50,000 to 60,000. That means over here, let's suppose my ANI turns around to be 53,000. So guys, what do you think? With what amount it is extra? Guys, my amount which is extra is basically 50,000. Like if I can compare, don't you think I have earned only 3,000 more than 50,000, right? So now on 3,000, they are going to take the charges. That is, let's say if they want to take like 30%, so on 3,000 they can take a charges. Yeah, so on 3,000 they can take a charges. But for example, if my income is more than 60,000, then to full they can take a charge. Means whatever benefits they have given, full they'll charge, full tax they'll charge, full tax they'll charge. So ma'am, we are not actually understanding. Can you like explain us maybe with the more concepts? Yeah, I can explain you. Still more further. Okay, can we go to one question, and yeah, with that we can explain. Yeah, there is one good question which may be confusing for you all like initially, but then again it is not difficult. It's easy. Yeah, is it visible? Yeah, just a minute, huh? Okay. There is a Patrick and Harley. I think it is visible. So I'll just make it more bigger so that it is visible easily. Okay, so child benefit taxes. So what is basically child benefit tax? There are two couple. Okay, so there is basically Patrick and Harley are married with 2 children. Harley receives child benefit of 1885. So there was a person who got the 1885 as a benefit during the current year. Patrick has no income as she looks after her couple children. So basically the husband is getting some benefits of 1885. So the husband is getting a benefit of 1885. So is it 1885 the benefits which the husband got just for the children, should it be taxed, or is it a free benefits for them? So let us now figure out how we are going to calculate. Suppose over here my Harley, the person is employed with a salary of 54,000. guys, it is beyond 50,000, so we need to understand 30% which is beyond. sorry, whatever is beyond, based on that we have to pay taxes. Cool. So yeah, let's figure it out. Harley is employed with 54,000 salary, okay, per annum, and no other source of income. Okay, she paid 1800 net to the charity, guys. Along that, she has also paid the charity. So let's see, what are we going to do? What will be the income? What will I calculate? Guys, you remember there was a concept of ANI, yeah. So we have learnt over here, there are two points, two working notes will come over here. Two working notes are going to be there. Two working notes are going to be there, that I'll show you. If it is gifts or donation, students, you remember we did it. Whatever gifts or donation that I am going to pay, I get a benefit, yeah, of 100% of what the amount I paid. And whatever I have paid will be considered as 80% only, because I'll contribute that much and the government will also contribute 20% of that. So if she paid 1800, I'll get a benefit of what? 1800 divided it by 80%. Will I get a benefit of 2250 in the slab? Yes. So my benefit will be 2250. So this becomes a first working note. Guys, what about the second working note that you are telling? Ma'am, now we are going to calculate the PA. What is PA, guys? Personal allowance. To calculate personal allowance, I told you we are supposed to find out the ANI, adjusted net income. It's just for calculation, this gift wala and all. It's just for calculation of PA we are calculating, not for the actual competition. No, guys. Please don't get confused in that, okay? So my total income over here, if I checked it out, was 54,000, right? Yeah. Out of that, I got some benefits of the gift. So I got the benefit of the gift, and the gift's benefit I got was 2250. Yeah? Yes. So guys, what is my ANI? So now this becomes my ANI. This becomes my ANI, that is adjusted net income. If this is my adjusted net income, now tell me, I was talking about these. The government is going to check what is your net adjusted income. So if your adjusted income is more than 50, you will not get the full benefits or something to tax you have to pay for the benefits you got for the children. Yes, ma'am. So it is more than 50,000. Guys, by how much more it is? 51,750 minus 50,000. It's more by 1750. If I take this 1750, can you tell me what will be the percentage of the tax that you are going to pay? It's nothing that this divided by 100. So 17.5 will be the percentage of tax which I have to pay. Okay, if I just take it into percentage, oh yeah. Oh, sorry. If I want to take it into percentage, into 100, so yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, here in a percentage symbol I should not have put, maybe. Okay, yeah. So it's basically 17.5% I am going to pay taxes. Students, 17.5%, whenever the things comes in the exam sum, when it is in points, guys, round off to the smallest nearest. Smallest means the nearest one. So is nearest one and to the first round off, is it 18 or 17? So guys, it should be 17. So now over here, I am going to pay taxes at the rate of 17%. I hope you guys all are remembering and recalling these concepts, right? So after getting this value of understanding the taxes to be paid at 17%, now we can find out the amount. Over here, guys, the Harley got a benefit of child, that is 1885. So let's figure it out. Now we can write the actual computation of income tax. So computation of income taxes over here goes well. Students, what is my basically income? Students, what is my income? My income was 54,000. Guys, tell me, to calculate PA, how much personal allowance will you get? Do I supposed to calculate how much disallowed? Guys, that is only to be done when my income exceeds 1 lakh. Over here, so it's not 1 lakh. Then simple, ma'am. Directly reduce 12,570. So if I reduce 12,570, this is my income which is available as a total income, guys. This is my known as total income. This is my total income. So if, guys, this becomes my total income, can you tell me what will be my slab rates? Guys, what will be my slab rates? You remember my slab rates was 0237700, yeah, 37700 minus 1, like till 150. But if you remember again, we have learned when there is a contribution, you get the difference that is added in your slabs. Yeah, yes ma'am, yes, we remember. So over here if you check, you have got the contribution of 2250. That means now it is to be added in your slab. So now it will be 037,700 plus 2250. So now your slab will be from this to, if you check, it's 39950, and it will be beyond that. So now it is 20%, and the remaining over here will be 40%, guys. Yeah, if you can further check, what is the total income, guys? What's the total income? My total income is 41430. So now when I want to put 41430, I have to bifurcate into two slabs. Yeah, I want to bifurcate into two slabs. So what are the two slabs, guys? What are the two slabs in which you can bifurcate it into? I can bifurcate over here, copy it, I can paste it over here. So now I can bifurcate between two parts, which we know it could be over here restricted to 39950, and over here it will be this minus 39950. Over here, guys, it is going to be 40%, it's going to be over here 20%. I hope all of you are getting the things. Yeah, so if I multiply it, I'll be getting 7990. Over here it will be 592. So I think my liability should be this. But ma'am, if you are taking the total of both these, over here, is it only this much tax we are going to pay? 8582. Yeah, that was. But students, I got to know my income, adjusted income over here is not, ANI is not lesser than 50. So this much though I have to pay the tax, still I have to pay more taxes. For whom? For the benefits I got for the children. Yes guys, I got the benefit of 1800. On that, if I calculated, 17% tax was there I need to pay. So now over here, the benefits for the children, benefit for the children that I got, which was worth like 18 something, yeah, 1828, on that 17% tax the government is going to take. So this much again becomes a tax which is rounded off to 370. Okay, 310. Okay, so 310 is the tax which I have to pay. So students, this is what is basically the concept about the child also. So if my salary, ANI, or my income, it's not just the salary, guys, it's the income. Yeah, many times I utter a word salary, but that is not salary, it's again the income. So if my income, total income, that is adjusted net income, if it is less than 50 na, then no tax. But if it is more than 50, restricted to 60,000, then calculate the percentage and get the tax. But if it is more than 60, full tax. So no income, no benefits. Over here though it is just 310 the tax you pay. But if it was more than 60, full amount as a tax, you were supposed to pay 100% tax. So yeah, this is what is our calculation, and I hope you guys would have understood it very well. Yeah, I can just show you the statements, and yeah, we can then move forward. Yeah, I hope things are not stuck. Okay, so this was what it is. If it is 100 to 1%, so yeah, it is income going above, so we have calculated it divided by 100, that is percentage we calculated. Yeah, adjusted. So if you can check out, this is the situation, that is if it is less than 50, 0% income tax. That is additional tax, guys, additional tax, 0%. If it is 50 to 60, guys, check how much extra, that much percentage you pay. If it is more than 60, 100% tax you are supposed to pay. Now I think after understanding the question, these things would have been fine. Yeah. Let's move ahead with the residential status. So yeah, let me now, before going to residential status, now I am more of interested with you all to complete the pro forma. So see, many a times the teachers or the tutors start with writing the pro forma, but I am the last one. Why? First of all, we need to understand. Is there anything like tax payable, tax receivable, anything, and then we can go ahead. Before I say the tax payable and receivable, and before I show you the pro forma, I want to explain you one more thing, which you guys must be well aware. But then again, if we are Understanding this becomes our concepts to be understood. Okay, students, wait a minute. I just need to show you one more thing. About the reliefs I wanted to show. Even the reliefs becomes important. Like, yeah. So guys, what is relief? What is relief? Some relaxations, right? If I tell you, like, I am working in the company, okay, and my company told me, like, if I'm talking about the place where I'm working, okay, if they told me that, ma'am, if you want to conduct the classes, you should have a better camera, you should have a better lightings, you should have a better computer with all the beautiful systems, right? And I'm not so rich also, but still if I feel that, oh yeah, it's compulsory for me to purchase, and my employer is not going to pay me for that, I don't have money. So what will I do, guys? Any which ways, if I want to purchase an asset, I need to take a loan. If I take a loan and I am not so rich also, then guys, government is going to give me a relief on the interest element on that loan. That means whatever is my total income, if I understand that I have paid some, like, it was again required that the employee was required to make a payment about the assets maybe. So on that, if I have given any interest, that interest expenditure is allowed. So I'll get a total income minus the relief, that whatever is the net income, on that we pay the taxes. So that is something which we know about the employee. But for example, I'm talking about the partners of A, B, C are partners in the partnership form. We thought that, oh yeah, because we want like the partnership to grow further, it's highly required that we have to increase our contribution in the capital. Okay, if I want to increase the contribution in the capital, like A, I am over here A. If I want to increase, but still if I don't have money, what should I do? I can take a loan from the bank, yeah. If I'm taking a loan from the bank, obviously for the business purpose only. See guys, relief will only be available if I'm doing it for the business purpose, or like in the name of employment and not in the sake of my name. I wanted to purchase AC at my place, didn't have money. Can I use it? No guys. If it is for employment, if it is for the business purpose, if you are taking any loan and paying the interest, that interest element is a relief that we can get. I hope you understood that too. So when I talk about relief na company has suppose told me that you purchase a laptop. Okay, maybe in Indian rupee, my laptop worth 1 lakh. I didn't have so much money, so I took a loan. Okay, whatever is my amount of income I'm getting it, I can get a value of a relief of the amount of interest which I would have made a payment for. So I'll get the amount, and based on that I'm supposed to pay the taxes. So this becomes my scenario for the concept of relief. So when I talk about relief now guys, over here, it's bifurcated into two parts. Over here, see students, like these are the concepts which are very basics, but then guys, these basic concepts at times becomes very important when you check out some big calculations, because nothing more than all these concepts, like it's not going to come more than that. Okay, so yeah, if I'm taking about over here, if I have purchased any, like if I'm the employee, okay, if I'm the employee and I have purchased any asset, but I was not so rich, so again I have taken a loan for that. So the amount of interest I will be getting is what? Interest will be known as a relief. So the amount of interest is known as relief, guys. So this is known as relief. So this I will get as a deduction from calculation of what the proper income tax is. Okay. Now guys, this was all about employees. Hey, what about partners? What about partners in the partnership form? If the partners want to contribute, if they want to contribute in the capital and whatever, like it's just the contribution maybe in the capital, maybe they want to purchase fixed assets, etc. Think. Still they don't have money, they have taken a loan. So again the amount of interest, whatever it is, they can get a benefit in the name of relief, guys. They can get a benefit in the name of relief. But for example, Mr. A, B and C are partners. Mr. A wants to contribute 10 lakhs. Mr. A told, I don't have money, I cannot take a loan. So what happened? Mr. A's wife, Mrs. A, took a loan from bank. She took a loan, she had paid an interest. Guys, will Mr. A get the benefit of the interest which his wife paid? So it's not there. It's not there. It should be the partners who have taken a loan. So Mrs. A's loan's interest, we will not get the benefits for. So yeah, this is what is all about. The relief, which I expect you guys would have understood. Yes. Let me go ahead and explain you one more concept, which is again very important and like the basic concept, very basic. Okay. So after I find everything, income tax I get. If like for example, if I find everything, I get the total tax, the total income. After getting the total income, I know there is something which is known as the percentage of slabs, and that becomes my tax liability, which I'm supposed to pay to the government, right? But now many a times there are some like individuals whose suppose income exceeds, and like you would have heard, maybe in India we considered it as TDS, tax deducted at source. Means whatever payment I get, for example over here in Lakshya, if I'm getting a payment, in every payment my 10% TDS is been deducted in the name of professional fees. So by the end, if I'm earning like for the month, for example in the month, if I'm getting 50,000, in my hand what am I getting? This into 10% is something which Lakshya has contributed it to government. In the hand I am only getting 45,000 on my own. So okay, based on that, if it is like for the month, so if I can multiply it, like it be the same, say for example, so 12. So am I going to record this as my income tax total income, or am I going to write this as my total tax income? Students, I am going to record this as my income tax. This is my income tax. This will be my income tax. Guys, if this is a situation and this is a situation for like the whole year, we can do so. But for us to calculate right now, forget about this thing. Consider it as a rupees. No, now consider it as a pound. Okay, and considering it as a per annum for the whole year. Guys, suppose you earned an income of 50,000 for the whole year, and government, it is already been deducted, that is known as TDS in India. We call it as a PAYE. Pay as you earn. Guys, pay as you earn. As in when you are earning, even that is contributed to the government. So in your hand, by the end, you are going to get only 45,000. So when you make the total income in the computation, what is the income that you're going to show, guys? The total income that you're going to show, is it 45 or is it 50? So guys, we are going to show 50,000. On that slab rates, we are going to pay tax, slab rates. By now, again, I know you guys know it. So how much tax will I pay, guys? So over here, my first slab rate comes at 37,700 into 20% I'll pay tax, which is worth this. Yeah, this is my slab rate, guys. Yeah, okay. So this is my tax rate. Yeah. What is my remaining tax rate, guys? Okay, yeah. We can see out of 50,000. Okay, 50,000. 50,000, and you have already paid tax for 37,700. So your remaining amount is, so it's 12,300. On that 40% tax I have to pay. Cool. Now over here, suppose, oh students, I can do that. But let's take it as a tax liability means a final tax. Final means final. Final means final. After considering the personal allowances, this is after that. Okay. Don't get confused. Okay. I have considered personal allowances. So now my liability was this. But out of this, directly if the government, this much is paid, already if 5,000 is paid, now my liability is gonna be only this much to be paid. Now my liability in the excess will be only this much. I hope you guys are getting it. So yeah, there comes a concept. So yeah, I hope you guys would have understood it. So yeah, let us go ahead with this and we can understand the last concept for the day. And that is basically the residential status. So yeah, what is residential status, guys? So if I talk about the residential status, it is one of the most important concept, which is that much important because that is the only way we can understand who is going to pay taxes, and the one who is going to pay taxes, where is he going to pay taxes? Okay, when I talk about, guys, the tax status of an individual, we need to know whether the person or the individual, is it a resident of the country? Okay, that is it a resident of the UK where he is earning income and where he is paying taxes, or else is he the resident of other than UK where he is not supposed to pay taxes in UK? So yeah, basically when I give the definition of residentialship now, the tax residential status of an individual determines how much tax he is gonna pay in the country. Okay, and if I read out the definition, it is such that an individual is a resident if he or she meets the criteria. So guys, over here now, I know you must be knowing that there are 3 criteria, guys. At some point of time, if any of the criteria does not meet, you are a non-resident. Okay, if any criteria meets, you are a resident, automatically resident. But if none of the criteria meets, like I don't understand, then you have to set up, then you have to check about the sufficient ties test. Okay, so what is this, guys? You know, in the exams you will not be given these things. Yeah, you will not be given step by step to step 3. Maybe you will be provided just with these concepts in the paper. Yeah, this is there in the paper. Like if somebody has been there for so much days, so much days will be there, guys. That is there in the paper. But to come up till here, we need to know this. So first of all, if any individual has been stayed in the country, that is basically automatic overseas resident, means if any of the conditions satisfied, he will be a UK resident. No ma'am, no. If he is not a UK resident, then all the income will not be taxed in UK. If he has earned any income particularly in UK, then it will be taxed. For example, I am a tutor there. Okay, so I normally take the classes, and most of my students always tells me, ma'am, you come here in UK, ma'am, you come here in UK. So yeah, please ma'am, once visit. So I thought of, chalo na, let me visit. Yeah, let me visit. So I made a plan for 30 days of a visit. Will be, like say for example in 30 days, will I be termed as a resident of UK? Obviously, you will be laughing at me, ma'am, what are you telling? Okay, just forget about it. If a person will automatically be treated as a overseas resident, means not a resident in UK, if he stays in UK for 15 days, ma'am, I to went for 30 days. Guys, just for 15 days if you are going there, are you the resident? No ma'am, no. If I'm going for 45 days, oh ma'am, I'm going for like maximum 45 days, but more than 15 days, yeah ma'am, maybe. But then who have not been a resident in the previous 3 years? So in the previous 3 years, if I'm not a resident, if I still go for more than 50 days to max 35 days, I will still not be known as a resident. But if I still go for like maximum 90 days, who works full time otherwise overseas, means if I visit UK for 90 days also now, but if I'm working somewhere else, means if I'm earning somewhere else, then too I'll be known as a non-resident. Means if I am just visiting there for like 15 days, though I'm not a resident pakka, but if I'm going there for like 40 days, something lesser than 45, but for 3 consecutive years I am not there. So no, it's just that maybe for visiting purpose or for some time being period I was being there, so again I will be known as a non-resident. But still if I go there for like 90 days, but I'm totally earning everything from outside, so then I'll be a non-resident. Okay, if I'm a non-resident, all my taxes will not be deemed to be earned in UK and occurred in UK. So only if I'm earning something in UK, I'll pay taxes there, otherwise I'll not pay taxes. Then what is a residential status? Means if you stay in UK for this much days, you will be deemed that okay baba, you are a resident. For example, if a person is stayed in UK for more than 183 days, means Ari baba, half of the year you are in UK, then you are a resident. Or who is having only one home, acha, I go everywhere, but I am having only one house in UK, that means guys, you must be a resident there. Yeah. or if the person who carries out on full-time work in UK, means I am like completely working there, I am earning everything from UK, so I'll be a resident in UK. That is nowhere a big deal, and that is something which we understand. But in case if I'm not able to criterify myself whether am I this resident, whether am I not, then this test works well. Means if a person is not treated as a UK resident and still if he feels, we have to check whether he has stayed in UK or not. So for that, these rules are to be taken care of. That is sufficient test rules. That means guys, whether your close family members, whether my civil partner, whether my house, whether my accommodation, whether my all the work is in UK, then you are a UK resident. If it is not, or most of the time you are spending time in UK, then so you are a resident in UK. Like we can say, if all of the criteria have been satisfied over here of all, then too we can understand that I am a UK resident. Or like not previously in the year, if they are not satisfied, only 4 ties are satisfied initially, 1, 2, 3, 4, then too we have to understand. But for that, table will be given in exam that we can analyze. If you want to know ma'am which table they are talking about, if you want to know which table they are talking about, I can show you one table which is there, which you will be able to see in the paper. So yeah, that is something which is pre-printed, that will be there in your paper. Guys, this is there which will be there in your paper. That means over here, less than 16 days, guys, if a resident has worked less than 16 days, he will be known in the previous year, for example, and not in the previous year. Maybe in the previous year, if somebody has stayed in UK for 16 days, obviously just by staying less than 16 days, he will be not a resident. Yeah, obviously not a resident. But if that person has stayed like from 16 to 45 days, and if it satisfies the 4 criteria, that was this, maybe his family is there, maybe his work is there, maybe his accommodations, and he has spent, so yeah, then he can be a resident. If like 46 to 90 days, then 3 ties, then 2 ties, and then 1, and then he automatically becomes a resident. So students, this is what we have completed the standard for the day, and I hope you all would have enjoyed it and you would have understood it in a better pace. So yeah, with these we have completed. Yeah, so these are all the ties. Like for example, my spouse is there, I'm having a house there, all my work are done there, like more than 90 days I'm there. Yeah, so working there, spending most of the time in UK, so everything will be there. So yeah, that is cool. And if I'm having any saving account, guys, if I'm having any saving account, obviously I will not be taxed, guys. Saving account is an exempt account. With these guys, we have completed the computation of income tax. Now the most important concepts comes here, guys. So you'll be asking, ma'am, please show us the pro forma. If I check, is this only the pro forma, ma'am? Further what? Guys, if you can check over here, you are going to get the total income over here. Then guys, you are going to reliefs, you are going to reduce, guys. Reliefs are to be reduced for the first instance, guys. Just understand. First, reduce any reliefs if you got any interest and etc. anything. Get the net income, that is known as adjusted net income, guys. If you got any personal allowances, please reduce that. Get the taxable income and check on the rates, and accordingly please book your computation of income and pay the taxes. So I hope you guys would have enjoyed it, would have learned it. So if you would have understood a bit also, I would be very happy, because any which ways, if it is a fast track revision, so in revision I can just explain you the concepts, not from the scratch, but then yeah, again hoping ahead with the next class, where you can learn a lot many concepts, and the papers now we are going to solve. The important questions which are being tested in the paper are to be analyzed. Hope to see you soon, guys. And yeah, in case if you guys have any query, you are good to message in the chats. Okay, so yeah, Lakshya team is always there to help us. So yeah, thank you, see you soon, take care, study well.